Listen to that movie. The views and opinions of this broadcast are those of wearecolerain.com and do not reflect the views and opinions of Colerain Football, Colerain High School, or the Northwest School District. Please enjoy the show.
Welcome to Firebirds Stadium on the campus of Lakota West High School. This is Chris Simonitis along with Brian and Brandon Wyatt here bringing you Colerain High School varsity football action. It is week 10 at a wet and soggy field. Brian, when have we said that before? Wet and soggy on a Friday night this year? Hard to believe.
7 out of 10 games have been played with inclement weather.
2 of which that were dry, I was not here for.
So I blame my son.
Needless to say, we're done with the rain. We're absolutely done with the rain.
Well, not done tonight.
No, yeah, I mean in terms of having to deal with it. Started a little early tonight, so just wanted to make sure. Last week we had a little bit of trouble with our broadcast. Wanted to make sure everything got up and running tonight before the game. Right now on the field, we've got 8 minutes left on the clock before kickoff. They're finishing up senior night here at Lakota West. Then they'll move the giant inflatable Lakota West helmet for the Firebirds to run through, and we'll get started. But in the meantime, let's take a minute and just welcome everyone. Let's take care of some housekeeping items. Of course, we always encourage you, if you're following along on the Pooter and want to talk to us or chat with us through the chat room, you can do so there on YouTube. Obviously, you can reach us on Twitter at We Are Colerain, Facebook. We always encourage everyone to follow. That's where you get the latest late-breaking news and developments of things that are going on with Colerain High School athletics. So we also want to, of course, remind you that you can email us here in the booth tonight in Week 10, radio@wearecolerain.com. I will say, a little bit of a disclaimer up front, Brandon's going to be multitasking because it's Harbin Week. We finally get to talk Harbins, and we get to let everybody know as best we can tonight who Colerain will be playing in Week 1 of the playoffs. Next week, a couple of guarantees. 1, Colerain is in the playoffs. 2, Colerain will have a home game, and 3, Colerain will be the number 1 seed in Division I, Region 4.
Then why even play tonight?
Well, because the schedule says we have to.
I know.
And we do.
We are. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we do want to again take a minute, and as they're finishing up seniors here, we want to thank all the Colerain boosters. This is our 10th game of the year. It's our final regular season game of the year. This is, I think, is it Brian, you guys, is this our 9th season? 10th season of broadcasting? Somewhere around
there.
Yes. And we could not do what we do every single year, not just doing football games. We've done other games, too. We've done baseball and softball. We've done basketball. Brandon does a great job with the basketball broadcast during the years. We could not do these things if it were not for the generous contributions of the Colerain boosters. And the Colerain boosters are you. They're the listeners. They're the alumni of Colerain. They're the fans of Colerain. They're the people that live in the community, the citizens of Colerain that enjoy these broadcasts and the other things that wearecolerain.com provides for our community in terms of information and special interest stories. And there's 2 groups of people we specifically want to call out. One, of course, the individuals. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, all of the individuals that contribute whatever they can to wearecolerain.com. And we'll get into that a little bit later about ways that you can do that right here during this broadcast to help continue to make these types of things available to you. And then also our corporate boosters. And our corporate boosters are very important citizens of our community because they give selflessly of their business, of their profits, to help promote the Colerain boosters and all the things that they promote. And, of course, that's supporting all extracurricular activities at both the high school and the feeding middle schools, Colerain and White Oak. And they do a tremendous amount. And Brian, I know you go through them every week, and I know that it's important that we absolutely recognize those folks. And let's take a minute then and go ahead and you've got the list in front of you. Tell our folks and our listeners, if you're in the Colerain area, the kinds of businesses that they should be patronizing.
Queen City Running, Valley Metalworks, CAI Insurance, Hawksworth Blood Center, Cincinnati Police and Credit Union, State Farm Insurance, Shock Tile and Carpet, Skyline Chili, Boating Realtors, The Underground Sports Shop, Friedhoff Accounting and Tax Service, Meyer, Joe Capel, Lawn and Landscape, Midwest Stonescapes, Paul Young Funeral Homes, NovaCare, La Rosa's, Northgate Ford, Game On Sports Bar, Life Touch, Fast Signs, Arab Pest Control, Plato's Closet, Supercuts, Langan Meats, Quaker Steak and Lube, Joseph Toyota Cincinnati, Northwest Association of Educators, Friendship Baptist Church, and Longshafer.
So thank you to all of our corporate sponsors of the Colerain Boosters for contributing your time, your resources, your funds to help support everything that the Colerain Boost organization does. So they're dragging the big, gigantic helmet off the field. A couple of, again, housekeeping items. We are on the road, which means we cannot show you live video of the game tonight, but we will show you, obviously, the scoreboard as best we can, and we're having a little bit of a struggle. Obviously, the rain is kind of spitting and intermittent, so we're shooting the camera through a window. So every once in a while, you may see the scoreboard get a little bit out of focus. We've got our production engineer, Mike Rourke, is here, and he's going to keep an eye on that and do the best he can to keep it in focus all night long. So, let's talk about it.
No.
Thank you for that, Brandon. Let's talk a little bit about this opponent. The Colerain Cardinals are taking on the Lakota West Firebirds. First time in a millennia, it seems, that we are not playing Oak Hills in Week 10, fellas. It's a little strange. Colerain Cardinals come into this game 9-0 after their big 55-27 win victory last week against Fairfield. 7-0 and undefeated in the conference. Lakota West comes in at 4-5. 3-4 in the conference. So their last game was a defensive struggle last week against Middletown, where they were victorious 7-3. And there is the Lakota West band warming up on the field. You can hear that through the wonderful stylings of our ambient mic. Not Mike Rourke, our ambient mic. Here you go. Offensively, to say the Lakota West struggles is a little bit of an understatement. Unfortunately for them, they're really not doing a whole lot to score points and get yards this year. They are 10th in the GMC in total yards per game and 10th in the GMC in points per game at 10. All this information can be found in the preview that was posted this morning and every Friday morning of a game. Talk about some of the key players that we're going to talk about tonight when it comes to Lakota West, and then we'll turn our attention to Colerain and recap some of those big names. Deontay Christon, a senior quarterback. Number 4, David Afari, a junior, 5'10", 200-pound, very talented young running back for Lakota West. You're going to be hearing his name quite a bit tonight. Another running back / wide receiver, number 1, Terrence Owensby, 5'7", 160-pound senior, and a 6'1", 180-pound senior at wide receiver, Dylan Jones. On defense, number 37, Isaac Kolasic. He's a junior, 6'1", 250-pound linebacker. We've got another 6'1", 215-pound senior linebacker, number 3, Jalen Swanson. And here's another name, again, very talented, getting a lot of Division I looks. David Jones, I'm sure is how he pronounces it. He's a 6'2", 210-pound junior. And then senior DB J.J. Ross, who leads the team with 6 interceptions, 6'2", 185 pounds. So 6'1", 6'1", 6'2", 6'2". Not a surprise, Brian. I mean, you hear those numbers. What we know about Lakota West. Lakota West always seems to have a big team, and this year really is no different in terms of size.
Well, in the past, they always have a lineman going to the next level, and I was just looking them more up. Their offensive linemen, 6'4", 6'5", all around 285 pounds. They got a lot of bulk up front, but it's amazing to me. If you talked about their offensive utility so far, only averaging 146 yards a game and only 10 points.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and unfortunately for them, they're going up against the number 1 defense across all categories in the GMC, and of course that is your Colerain Cardinals. Despite last week's, what I would say, I don't want to say lackluster showing defensively because we played a very good team, but I went back and I looked, I didn't realize this. Jatwan McLean obviously was the story of the game last week for Fairfield. 275 yards rushing against this Colerain defense and 3 touchdowns. We'll get back to the preview right after our national anthem. Very nice rendition of our national anthem by the Lakota West High School Marching Band. Back to the Colerain preview again, obviously, despite the 275 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns of Jatwan McClain last week. Colerain ranks number 1 in the GMC defensively in total yards per game allowed, passing yards per game allowed, rushing yards per game allowed, and points per game, averaging on the year through 9 games, only allowing 6.1 points. Offensively, almost as impressive. Number 2 overall in total yards per game at almost 385 yards per game, and 2 in points per game at 34.9. And it would be higher if we were able to count the 47 points we scored against Princeton, of which we later won 1-0 because of a forfeit. So, in terms of players to watch, you hear them every single week, and let's just take a minute and run through them again as we enter Week 10 for the Colerain Cardinals. Obviously, it all starts on offense with number 2, the senior quarterback, Deontay Smith-Moore. He's right now sitting at 841 rushing yards and 695 passing yards. He's having a very special season. 15 touchdowns, 1 interception, passing, and another 11 touchdowns rushing. 26 total touchdowns for Deontay Smith-Moore. At running back, number 23, J.J. Davis, the senior. Also, number 1, Sincere Jones, the senior. And, of course, the big man in the middle, the fullback/linebacker, number 5, Ivan Pace Jr., 5'11", 222 pounds of nothing but muscle. On the defensive side, we've got number 58, defensive lineman Dante Corleone, only a sophomore. Number 25, linebacker Michael Bess, also a sophomore. The man in the middle, number 7, the defensive captain, Luke Bolden, a senior. And then in the defensive backfield, we've got number 8, Jakari Patterson, 6'2", 188 pounds, is a senior. And junior, number 3, Deshaun Pace, who got a little love this week, getting some attention because of the great work he's been putting in as well. The Colerain Cardinals are sitting on 74 consecutive GMC victories in a row, which is unbelievable. With the win last week against Fairfield, they clinched at least a share of their 19th consecutive GMC championship. If they win tonight, of course, and finish undefeated, they will be the outright champion. Thanks for tuning in. Getting ready for kickoff here. They've reset the clock to 12. Doing our very best to get the, our camera keeps going in and out of focus. Not exactly sure why, but we're going to get it all taken care of. Don't worry, you're going to see on your screen the camera moving around a little bit. We want to get everything set before the game starts. Fairfield has run out onto the field. And
Fairfield ran out of the field.
I say Fairfield, I'm sorry. They're all red.
That's confusing.
Lakota West ran out on the field. They're standing there.
3 teams on the field right now.
To recap.
Actually, Fairfield's out in Mason.
Yeah, they are.
Man,
they're not here.
They're not.
They're playing.
Lakota West
just got the kickoff.
The Thunder Fire Hawkbirds. The Firebirds.
Ooh. Middletown scored in the first play of the game.
Yeah, you're going to hear that all night long. We're not going to wait till halftime to give you guys score updates because it's a big night. It's Harbin night.
Oh, my God. You keep saying that like a child.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just very excited. I always get excited about the Harbins and figuring out where people are going to fall. It's very interesting.
Let's talk about it. Let's don't sing about it. So.
That's fine. Colerain tonight is in their white unis with white tops, black bottoms. And Lakota West are in their red tops and white bottoms.
Yeah, Colerain had won the toss, and they deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking off to the Lakota West Firebirds.
Again, you can email us here in the booth, radio@wearecolerain.com. If you're listening, we'd love to hear where you're listening from. If you're a grad, what year you graduated. If you got any questions about the playoffs or the seasons or any of the players, just feel free to ask. You can also, of course, do it in the YouTube chat room. So the Cardinals have got the ball lined up, getting ready to get a foot underneath it, and we are underway. Chris Mangle kicks it off from the 40, and it's going to travel into the end zone where the Lakota West Firebirds will start off 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. My 2 compatriots over here are coughing up lungs. They do not sound good. You fellas all right? You going to make it?
Yep.
All right. Just keep drinking all that water. That is water, right? Pretty sure it is.
This week
Maybe.
it is. Ask me the second half.
Well, as long as you're still sitting upright in the chair, we'll be all right. Can I have my binoculars, please?
Nope.
I'm going to pretend to get the names right. Lakota West?
Lakota West under DJ Christian. They're going to spread it out. They're going 5 wide, shotgun formation, 1 running back.
It's impossible to go 5 wide with a running back. They're
4 wide. Yep.
Well, that's a wide running back.
It is a wide running back. In the shotgun, David Afari set up just offside, drops back, looks the pass, throws it down across the middle, and it is incomplete. The receiver, I think, fell down in his route.
I don't think it mattered if he fell down or not because the pass was about 3 yards in front of the spot he was trying to stop at.
Yeah, it looked like he was just on the far left side, just trying to run about an 8-yard hook. Ivan Pace coming from the outside forced an early pass, and he threw about a 3-yard hook.
And the guy hooked and fell down. So not a very good start.
Yeah, missing rain we started the game with has picked up just slightly.
Yeah, it's not a pouring rain, but it definitely is enough to cause some possible turnover issues tonight. There's a jet sweep by Lakota West, and it is tackled out of bounds. He's going to pick up, it looks like maybe 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, just about 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Whole lot of running. Some good speed on there.
That's Terrence Owen's speed. Their stat back, their leading rusher. Only 5'7", but showed a lot of speed. But the Colerain outside linebackers disrupted that, turned him inside. It's going to bring up, well, they're only giving him 1 on that, Chris, so it's 3rd down and 9.
How about that?
Screen.
He's got, let's see, yep, I'm sorry. Lined up in the backfield, running backs on either side. Man goes in motion, drops back, looks to pass, tries to get it off quickly. Heavy pursuit by the Colerain defense, and pushes the quarterback, number 9, out of bounds for no gain or possibly a slight loss. Looks like he may have even lost 2 yards on that play.
Sack to Jalen Thomas.
Yeah, Jalen Thomas getting the start tonight. Eric Phillips kind of banged up last week. Nothing too serious. They're sitting him this week, but we've seen Jalen Thomas. He's already got 1 fumble recovery touchdown on the year. Doesn't give you that 6'4", 290 pounds, but what he gives you is a lot of speed off the edge.
Absolutely, yeah. Phillips, exactly right. No need to test anybody with injuries tonight. All right, so Colerain holding defensively, causing negative yards on that series. They're going to get the punt back at the 5-yard line. He kicks it. It's in the air. Sincere Jones is tracking it. It bounces and bounces again. Probably good for the Cardinals to stay away from it, although it looked like J.J. and Sincere were a little confused there on who was going to go get it.
Well, when you got 2 guys back there, he kicked it in the middle, and with the way the wind's coming down and they're looking at it, I don't know if he just maybe lost it in the lights. They kind of looked at each other and said, you got it, but no harm, no foul. Bounces a few extra yards. No return for the Colerain Cardinals. They're going to get the ball in their first possession. They're going to spot it at their own 45.
Yeah, absolutely. No harm, no foul there at all. So if it had taken a big kick, then maybe yes. Yeah, not the case.
If you're unsure if you're going to catch it, just get away.
And that's exactly what they did. Special teams have played well for the Cardinals all year. So here we go. First look at the offense.
Going to start off in the wing formation. 2 wide receivers.
Yep, Deontay Smith-Moore under center. J.J. Davis in motion. Fakes the handoff, keeps himself, pitches it wide to J.J. Davis, who boots it out of bounds. Fumbled it right out of bounds.
Well, that's going to be interesting how they spot that. It was a pitch to J.J. Davis, and he kind of dropped it. But as he dropped it, it was almost a drop kick. He didn't try to kick it out of bounds, but
he
luckily
kicked and hit the down marker, and that's where it'll be marked for no gain. It'll be interesting here. Lakota West not traditionally a 3-3-5 front, but knowing that that Colerain sometimes struggles against St. X who runs a 3-3-5. They have come out in a 3-3-5 defense.
Yeah, Lakota West pretty much loaded up on the defensive side of the ball. Brandon and I were talking before the game. 3 Division I players on this defense.
Same wing formation. This time it's a jet sweep to one Sincere Jones. He's going to take it around the end. He's going to be very close to a first down. He's going to get chased out of bounds, and he's going to have enough for it. He's going to pick up, needed 10, picked up, it looks like, about 12.
And the thing about that, though, is their star player, Stephen Fichot, who is committed to Purdue University, he's not playing tonight. I don't think he's played the past couple weeks. He's dressed, but he's not going to play so they've lost a big defensive lineman up front.
So the ball will be spotted in Lakota West territory at the 45.
Did you say Fichot was committed to Purdue?
Purdue.
Fichot.
Fichot. That's a great last name, by the way. All right. So first down and 10 for the Cardinals, this time at the Lakota West 45-yard line. Under center, Deontay Smith-Moore fakes it. This time does another pitch to J.J. Davis. He gets out in the open. He's going to have enough for the first down, I think. He's going to be very close, maybe a yard
about
shy.
A yard short. They just went I formation. They go right side. Lakota West had that played well. The defensive back came up, but J.J. Davis gave him a little bit of wiggle, made him miss. He's going to pick up 9.
I don't think he made a miss. As more or less he picked the right hole and let the defender overrun it and run past the blocker. He just went to the spot that was open.
Great run for J.J. 9 yards on a first down carry.
Lakota West trying to do a lot of guessing up front, switching the formation at the last second to try to throw off the read.
There's J.J. Davis in motion. Deontay drops back, looks to pass on 2nd and 1, tosses it across the middle, and it's going to be over the way past his intended target. It was a nice throw. He just got a little bit too much juice on that pass.
Lakota West really selling out on the run there, and he was running all by himself. Jaquan Jackson.
He had about a 20-yard radius around him where the ball could have gone. Unfortunately, that ball went about 25 yards in front of him. And
well, they say the hardest pass to throw is to the most wide-open guy, and I won't say I could have made that throw, but
that's good.
I'm
glad you're not saying that.
I would have got it probably as close as the Twan
probably
did
would have fumbled it backwards.
Yeah, I would have not got the stat. Yeah, somehow ended up hurt, but a 3rd down and 1.
Hands it off to the first down maker, Ivan Pace Jr., who's on his feet. He's headed towards the end zone. He's still on his feet. He's into the end zone. Do any flags? Nope. Touchdown, Cardinals! Ivan Pace Jr. on 3rd and 1 takes it to the house.
Yeah, Lakota West is really guessing by formation, and they guessed wrong there. Only had one man committed to that side. Ivan Pace made him miss. There was a safety that was deep, but he just kind of whiffed at him.
Did he whiff?
Or did he attempt to tackle?
Did he see that Ivan Pace is lowering his shoulder?
I won't say he got out of his way.
All I'm saying is I anticipated. Ivan Pace lowered his shoulder as in to initiate contact and then had to catch himself falling forward.
Because the guy got out of his way.
Maybe. Probably.
On for the extra point is Chris Mangold. It is up, and it is good.
At the 9:53 mark of the first quarter, it's the Colerain Cardinals 7, the Lakota West Firebirds 0.
Let's take a minute and talk in pregame about how you can be a member of the Colerain Boosters and help keep broadcasts like this and all the other types of functions and services that the Boosters provide for the students of Colerain High School, Colerain Middle, and White Oak Middle at a reduced cost. You can become a Colerain Booster. And how can you do that right now? Very simple. In the upper right-hand corner of your screen, if you're looking on your computer, you'll see in the window, you'll see a little eye. A little eye and a little widget. You can click on that, and you can make a tax-free donation. Every dime you donate goes directly to the Colerain Boosters. $5, $10, $20, whatever you think you can afford to give as a way of saying thank you for making broadcasts like this free of charge to you all year long, as well as helping out the kids of the Colerain community. Really would appreciate it.
Again, you can reach us in the booth at radio@wearecolerain.com. Listening in from sunny Corona, California, is Lenny Lopez.
Mango gets his foot underneath it. It's a low-line drive, and it is caught at the 5-yard line. Take it up to the 10, the 15. There's a little bit of room there. 20, he's into the open. It's a good return for Lakota West, and he's going to get tackled, but not until he gets into Colerain territory, down to the 40. We'll call it the 46. We'll see where they mark him. Maybe 47?
What is the referee doing?
I don't know. Is there a flag behind the
There's
play?
no flag.
We'll see where they mark it.
What's going on? Sideline
warning. Sideline warning. Yeah, sideline warning against Lakota West. I tell you what, that was a good run back.
He had a good crease. There was a good opening there. Good run back indeed. So that great field position for Lakota West to start off. They're going to start off in Colerain territory.
And it was kind of surprising, too, because he found a little crease up the outside, and he almost looked back like he was surprised that there was nobody.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a strange read. He was like, okay, why is nobody tackling me right now?
So the ball is set down on the 47-yard line, it looks like, unless that referee turns around and puts it behind him. Yep. 47-yard line of Colerain. First down and 10 for Lakota West. We have a new quarterback? Sure looks like it. I can get his number here in a minute. It looks like number 7. There's a pass out.
So far offside.
Yep. Pass intended and caught by number 19. Going to pick up about 6 yards on the play down to the 40-yard line for Colerain.
Yeah, new quarterback in for the Lakota West Thunderhawks.
Firebirds. Number 7.
That's Manny Pastoriza. What's that? Pronounce that name?
Pastoriza.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Pastoriza?
Pastoriza.
There you go. So that's interesting. Didn't expect to see that.
Commander Nitz with the catch.
Probably looks like he's their throwing quarterback. So wait, 3rd down 3.
Second down and 3.
Second down 3.
Got it. In the shotgun, drops back, hands it off to David Afari. Nope.
Ball's loose.
Kept it himself. It's in his hands.
No, he never actually kept it.
The ball was handed off to the running back. That ball, he was hit. The ball goes straight to the quarterback.
And like that, the new quarterback is hurt.
Yep.
His shoe came off.
Hobble off his
shoe came off, and the turf is wet.
There you go.
He is not hurt. He just has a wet sock.
He's got a wet sock. So number 9, DJ Christian, the quarterback for Lakota West, back on the field. Again, no gain on that play. 3rd down and 3.
I don't know if you call that a handoff or a fumble or a quarterback keeper. I really don't know what that was.
It was a handoff with a fumble. But no gain, no loss. 3rd down 3.
They did lose it down.
There is that. The deep shotgun now. Number 9 takes it, drops back, looks to pass. He rolls to his left, trying to find some space. Luke Bolden in pursuit. Ivan Pace in pursuit. There's a
whatever happens,
there.
Doesn't matter.
It does not matter because a flag just got thrown, and I think that's going to be holding on the.
Well, here's the thing. Give the young man. I can't tell if that's 78 or 79 credit.
I can't either.
It was Luke Bolden and Mason Hill and Ivan Pace. There was just one of him to block 3 defenders. I can't blame him for the block in the back because he had to do something to save his quarterback.
Yep.
So that goes from no gain to a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. The spot of the foul was near where the quarterback sack would have happened, so it's probably a loss of about 25 yards.
So they're going to be back at near the 30. They're going to mark them at the 40. They're going to mark it at the 40-yard line.
So what was 3rd and 3 is now 3rd and 23. No matter what the scoreboard says, that's not 18 yards.
So Colerain presumably now can just sit back and look for a pass here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, they've gone back to Pastoriza. Thank you.
3 wide receivers split to long side of the field. Short side is none. There's a snap back low. It's on the ground. Picks it up. He's going to run it himself, says number 7. Colerain is in pursuit. He's going to get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Unfortunately, not anywhere near enough for a first down.
10 yards short.
Probably, 11 or 12 yards short. But certainly gives him a little bit more room to kick.
Yeah, he takes it back into Colerain territory. The ball's at the 48. It's going to be 4th down 11. They can bring in the punt team in. But I tell you what, they got to be careful. They got nothing to lose right now. This would be a great place for a fake.
I mean, it's a senior night. You got it in Cardinal territory. It is a good spot for a fake.
Literally not even halfway through the first quarter. Could we not make it through the first quarter without you coming up with a ridiculous...
Milford up 7-0 unturbid.
No, that's not good. Snap is back. Punter's got it. Got his foot underneath it. I'm not sure who just went flying. I think it was Ivan that just went flying. Great punt, and it just trickles into the end zone.
What a great play by Sincere Jones. He runs up to about the 20-yard line, calls for a fair catch, puts his arms out, gets surrounded by a bunch of Lakota West players, but the ball wasn't anywhere near him. The ball hit 10 yards behind him and then rolled into the end zone.
And that was a 49-yard punt. Unfortunately for the Firebirds, they were punting from their own the Cardinal 48. That ball stopped exactly past the goal line.
Sincere Jones put a fake out that nobody...
I don't think they got to it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great call out, though, Brian. That's a great call out because you're right. They stopped. They covered him.
They stopped at the 20, and the ball hit it about the 9.
Yeah, and kind of rolled slowly into the end zone. So Colerain has it. 1st down and 10, up 7-0 on their own 20-yard line. J.J. Davis in motion. Deontay Smith-Moore fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Good defense on the edge by Lakota West. No gain on the play.
Yeah, just a speed option to the right. Decides to keep it himself. No gain. Nice play on the outside.
For those of you wondering why it was
a half yard,
I made a comment about it's not good that Milford's up already. We're going to be updating scores all throughout the night. Brandon has his spreadsheet on his laptop that he brought this week, and we're going to be calculating our Harbins to figure out who is going to be playing the Colerain Cardinals next week at Colerain in round 1 of the playoffs. Deontay Smith-Moore takes it, hands it off over the middle. Again, good defense by Lakota West. They were there, stacked up. Short gain on the play. 3rd down.
Okay, Lakota West has a lot of size up front. You know, you're looking 6'4", 270, 6'3", 260, 6'2", 270. A lot of beef out front, and they're really committing to one side, strong side. This is about time Colerain throws a counter or maybe a jet sweep to them.
Springboro 14, Lebanon 0.
Also not good.
Doesn't affect any, what we do. We know we're number 1. We know we're at home tomorrow, or next week.
Yep.
But it all depends on all these scores. Who are we going to play?
3rd and 9. Snap is back. Deontay looks to pass. He's going to tuck it and run. There's a lot of room in the middle, and he jumps and gets enough for the first down. There's a flag, 2 flags, 3 flags on the play.
Personal foul on Deontay Smith-Moore.
You're not allowed. They made this rule a couple of years ago, and you cannot hurdle a player.
So as amazing as that was, it's a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike contact on Deontay Smith.
So it's actually a personal foul.
I don't know if it's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
We'll see what the referee says. So you're not allowed to leap to get yards.
You're not allowed to hurdle over a
standing person.
A standing person. You can hurdle over a pile. You cannot hurdle over a jumping man.
So it is
unsportsmanlike conduct on the Deontay Smith board.
Is that enforced after the play? Because he did get the first down. Is that post-possession?
We'll find out.
It looks like they're still going to keep it. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
He's
penalized
because of his athleticism.
No, it is a safety rule put in place, just like the play is dead as soon as his helmet comes off.
Very real.
Just like you can't use your head as a battering ram. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, very rarely called, but it's an unusual play, but it is the correct call.
Okay.
Colerain.
So they don't get the first down. It's now 3rd down and 15. They rush to the line in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers wide. Deontay Smith drops back to pass. He's caught by J.J. Davis. He's going to be about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down. So got a lot of that back, but not quite enough to get the first
flag
down.
Behind the play, and they're going to call a holding against Colerain.
That was definitely a holding on the right tackle.
So this be interesting. They don't get the first down. It would be 4th down and 3, and Colerain would be kicking from their own 27, or it's a holding play. They take it a spot foul, be half the distance of the goal. Looks like that's what Lakota West going to do. Keep it 3rd down, but take it all the way back. Mark it inside the 5. He's still walking.
So back-to-back penalties for the Cardinals here on offense have got them standing at their own goal line with 3rd down and about, 10 and 25, or 3rd and 25.
St. X takes the lead on St. X.
You're going to have to say Bombers or Tigers, big fella.
The Louisville team is playing the Cincinnati team. You're correct.
I'm assuming it's the Bombers over the Tigers. Under center now. Deontay Smith more hands it off. Run over the middle. Again, good pursuit by the Lakota West defense. About a yard, maybe 2, gained on that play. So looking to try and break something there close, and just didn't happen. So on will come the punting team for Colerain, and they'll be punting the ball out of the back of their own end zone.
So far in the first quarter, St. X has -2 yards.
And again, you mean the Tigers have -2.
So Lawson Sandusky will be kicking from the shadow of his own end zone. He's actually in the end zone.
He is in the end zone. He's got his foot about a foot from the back of the goal.
Lakota West return guy setting up at his own 40.
Lawson's got it, gets his foot underneath it. It's a short kick, and it bounces, and it takes a bit of a Colerain bounce. He's going to get it in Colerain territory.
That was really brave. That was really brave.
As a return man, you have to be fearless. That ball took a couple odd hops.
Yeah,
and there was no blocking.
Your teams went for the block, didn't get it, and you had Ivan Pace, Luke Bowden, Deshaun Pace, about 3 other white jerseys coming down on you. You had 6-on-1.
And he makes the play.
I know. He just stepped out of bounds.
Well, he was assisted out of bounds.
He caught the ball. He was assisted out.
Oh, no. He didn't see those guys until he caught the ball. Yeah. He looked up, and that's the 6 guys in white coming right at him.
And he said, okay, getting out of bounds. So 1st down and 10 for Lakota West.
Firebird, good field position at the Colerain 42.
Yep, second time they started a series in Colerain territory. Deep shotgun here. There's a handoff right over the middle. Number 1's got it. That's Owensby, and he's going to be taken down for a loss.
Deshaun Pace nearly took that ball away from him because Afari didn't know he was there. It was a trap play. Deshaun Pace is coming on a safety blitz, ran right by the trapping guard, but because the interior defense pushed so far off, Afari had to stop and allowed Deshaun Pace, who ran past the play, to come back from behind. And
he came back. You're right. He came back around the side of him. He didn't even know he was there. So that's a 4-yard loss, 4-yard tackle for loss. Dakota West now 2nd down and 14. Drops back, looks to pass, rolls to his right, passes it. It's a floater, and it's out of bounds.
And I think it's a good thing for Mr. Pastoriza that was out of bounds, because he either throws it high, and Alonzo Kendrick picks it off, or throws it on target, and Ivan Pace picks it off.
And it's a good thing that he got rid of the ball when he did, because that backside pursuit were all over him. Colerain defensive line is really controlling this game right now.
Donovan Owens was coming. And if he stops to set his feet instead of throwing on the run like he did, he's going to get sacked from behind.
3rd down and 14. Ball at the Colerain 46-yard line. 7-0 Cardinals over Lakota West. 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Snap is back, drops back, looks to pass, steps up in the pocket, and there's not going to be anything.
That is a sack by the center. Dante Corleone took the starting center, Connor Hudson, and pancaked him into the quarterback.
I don't know that I've ever seen
a
sophomore do that. That's pretty impressive.
Well, not a sophomore or anybody. He had that center like a blocking sled and just pushed him back, hit the quarterback, but it wasn't only him there. Bolden was there.
Well, everyone else is going to make a play
out there, but
the most direct line is a straight line back from the center.
So that's a 6-yard sack by Dante Corleone. There was some movement on the line, but no flags. Good pursuit by Deshaun Pace, but he can't get his foot on the block. The ball gets touched, and I think it was recovered by Lakota West.
Interesting. Yeah, J.J. Davis had it, and then the Lakota West guy fell on it. It squirted loose, but it looked like Colerain player got back on it.
How about that?
I'll tell you what, little kind of a nasty play behind the play. One of the Lakota West players ripped the helmet off of
that was Luke Bolden, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he's explaining to the referees the ball was over there, but you have to watch this side of the field too. The Lakota player actually threw the helmet.
End of the first quarter, Wittenwood 7, Moeller 0.
It's also a pretty big game for Moeller, although I think they're in regardless.
They're in regardless, but they could fall all the way to the 8th seed.
They could. It's possible. The Moeller Crusaders are in the playoffs, but
they could go for both. They could be the 3 seed or the 8 seed.
I'll tell you what. You're looking at the Colerain sideline right now, Chris.
Yep.
Coach Bolden had his entire offense, first team and second team, on the sideline right there. I would have loved to have been in that huddle because that wasn't okay, we've got the ball now, let's go. He took a little bit of extra time there. Been interesting the words that he chose to fire up this offense right here.
We'll see. Man in motion is J.J. Davis. Handoff to Ivan Pace Jr. He lowers his shoulder. And you're right, Brian, they are absolutely stacking the middle. Ivan's still got about 2 yards on that carry, but they are overcommitting right to the middle.
Well, we've yet to see, Colerain's had some success early in the game setting up the jet sweep.
Yeah, Sincere had that first down run. We haven't seen it since. We've seen a couple of pitches to JJ to that side. They haven't really come to the left side of the line. They're running right, which is the short side of the field. It's got 2 wide receivers split wide. There's the handoff over the middle once again to Ivan Pace. Lowers his shoulder, moves his legs. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 more on the carry. Get it out to about the 29-yard line.
It's 3rd and 3.5, 2.5.
Yep.
Lakota East up on Sycamore 7-0. Elder LaSalle scoreless. Northmont Miamisburg scoreless.
That Lakota East Sycamore game really is, in terms of playoff positioning, the game of the night in the GMC.
Unless everyone else loses, then
right.
It is a de facto.
The de facto playoff game. Win and you're in. Lose and you're probably not going to be in. Most likely not going to be in.
3rd down and 3.
There's a pitch right to Sincere Jones, and he's got around the corner, and he's got nobody in front of him. Sincere Jones to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. The jet sweep does it again for Sincere Jones.
I tell you, and it didn't take much to get him out there. J.J. Davis had a good block by the left tackle right there. But really, Lakota West committed so many people to the strong side of the field. There was nobody there. There was nobody got within 4 yards of him till he got 20 yards past the line of scrimmage. And that was
no one in front. J.J. Davis just kind of guides us behind, and sincerely yours, Sincere Jones, for 6 points.
Yeah, you're not going to get a much easier touchdown than that once he got the corner. I mean, there was nobody even.
I don't even think he needed the corner. Once he got the ball and there was no one
right.
As soon as he got the
handoff, I said, "There's nobody getting him."
There's no one on the left. All he had to do was get to the left hash because there was no one on that side of the field in a red uniform.
Really, all he had to do was step on the field. Is what it sounds
really,
like.
all he had to do was breathe.
So the extra point is good.
And at 1:23 to play in the first quarter, it's Colerain Cardinals 14, Lakota West Firebirds 0. A couple other score updates. After 1 quarter of play, it's Fairfield 0, Mason 0.
Just so you know, listening at home, normally lately, I wouldn't say normally. Lately, we've been having some internet and video. If you keep losing the audio, the ambient mic, our sound engineer's working hard. Our sound, we're very close to the bleachers, and we are on the Lakota West side. So if you hear some filtered words, that's
not us.
That's a Firebird parent. So
yeah, so we're trying to be respectful of those listening, and we want to be sharing.
All I know is Bob dropped her purse behind the stands, and somebody's got to get it. I don't know.
Well, there you go.
I know. So Colerain's going to kick off for the 3rd time. First one was in the end zone, unreturnable. The second one, a big 55-yard return. I'd accept somewhere in the middle there. Not much of a win. Still that missed coming down out of the sky. Not a hard rain, but just enough to be annoying.
Yeah, just enough to make everything wet. You're exactly right. But again, thankful, no thunder, no lightning, none of that type of stuff that can delay a game.
Little Miami leads West High 21-0.
That's not a surprise. Chris Mangold is a pooch kick.
Oh, he's got room. Oh, he got a good
Drops it right in front. The
Still
ball's
loose.
on the ground.
Still
the ball's loose.
Still loose.
There's a scrum. Let's see who got it.
Cardinals got it.
You are correct. The Colerain Cardinals recovered the kickoff. Great job by Chris Mangold, dumping it right in between the two lines, and the special teams did all the rest.
The longest onside kick I've ever seen. He popped that ball up, and it landed at the 30. A couple Lakota West players fought over about the 20. Got loose again, bounced back. Colerain has the ball on the onside kick at the 10.
11
still.
So first down and 10.
I don't know if that's necessarily
I would.
an onside
That's
kick.
not an onside kick.
That was just, you're going to leave that much open space, we're going to kick to it.
And you've got a not round ball hitting a wet field
On a rainy night?
on a kick towards a couple of men who are not used to returning the ball. They're more there for their blocking skills.
I know it's early in the first quarter, but if it's 21-0, I'm going to go ahead and mark Little Miami over West High.
I think that's a safe assumption. Deontay Smith-Moore under center, drops
Touchdown.
back to pass, throws it, and it is over the intended target, number 1, Sincere Jones.
Sincere was open, and he missed him.
They go, just no play action, just release Sincere down on a little corner route. Kind of got a little late. It was a nice play by the safety from Lakota West. Slipped out there.
You're right.
Wide open. It could have been.
He wasn't wide open. There was a safety that came over
Touchdown.
and got his hands up. That's all right. It's only second down. Relax. Second down and 10 at the Lakota West 11-yard line for the Cardinals, up 14-0.
So close to a touchdown.
1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Oh, I missed that. Is that a pitch back to Sincere Jones? He's going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah, the triple option, nothing for the fullback. He pulled it back, keeps himself, pitches it out to J.J. Davis. Nice play by Lakota West. No gain on the play.
No gain. Did get back to the line. Okay. So third down and 10.
Good spot for a fake punt.
Great spot for a fake punt. I don't even
No one would expect
The drop kick is still legal in Ohio high school
Third and
football.
10 at your own 11, perfect spot for a fake punt.
Good
Not
grief.
something you practice on third down and 10 from the 11.
It's going to be a handoff to Ivan Pace. I'm calling it now. Man in motion, drops back, looks to pass. Deontay Smith-Moore rolls.
Freddie
Passes,
Johnson.
look, throws it across the middle. It is caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
Freddie Johnson was so wide open in the end zone, Deontay Smith-Moore had to make it as difficult as possible, throwing it the opposite to the left. He's coming left to right. He has to slide on his back, catch it falling down. He makes the catch, though, and it's 6 points.
How far was the ball off the ground?
Probably is the width of a football.
Right. I mean, yeah, you're right. Deontay did not make that easy for Freddie Johnson, the sophomore, but he caught it. 6 more points on the board for the Cardinals. Extra point pending. Chris Mangold on. Try and attempt his third extra point of the night. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It is a line drive kick, and it is good. So,
with 18 seconds to play in the first quarter, it's Colerain Cardinals 20, Lakota West Firebirds 0. A couple of other score updates.
or 21.
21. It said 20, now it's 20. A couple of score updates. Oak Hill scores, but the extra point is blocked. Middletown 7, Oak Hill 6. A shotgun snap goes out of the back of the end zone. Wittenwood still leads Moeller, though, 7-2. And with St. X now leads St. X 14-0.
So the Bombers are up on the Tigers 14-0. Not a surprise. So with the win, assuming St. X will carry out that win, which I believe they will, they'll be in a position where they will make the playoffs. There's no doubt about that. The question then becomes, again, seeding. They can be anywhere from all the way up to 6 all the way down to 8. More than likely, if things hold the way they're going, they're probably going to finish as the 8th seed, which means clear your schedule. Next Friday night, it'll be Cardinals and Bombers at the Cage at Colerain High School next Friday night for round 1 of the 2018 Ohio High School Athletic Association Division I playoffs. Chris Mango with the ball lined up at the 40, and this time it's a low line drive kick, nothing there.
And offsides, Colerain, big time.
Another quick update. Remember, you can reach us in the booth at radio@wearecolerain.com. This one comes in from Chicago, Illinois. Jim and Terry Shearer listening in.
Colerain's going to have to re-kick that one. A couple players on the left side here got a little bit ahead of Mangold on offsides on the kickoff.
2 more score updates. Lakota East with a long touchdown makes it 14-0 over Sycamore. Fairfield punches it in, but the extra point is no good. They lead Mason 6-0.
Couple of comments in the chat room. Take a minute and just kind of address those. Thank you for those of you joining. Mr. Hesse, we cannot show you the game. Due to Ohio High School Athletic Association rules, we are the visiting team, so all we can show you is the scoreboard. We are not permitted to show you live video action. When we are at home during the regular season, we can show you the game, but we cannot do it when we're on the road. So our apologies. Believe me, we would love to show you the game, but we just are not permitted to do so.
So the ball's going to be teed up at the 35. Bengals going to kick it off again.
This time it's another pooch kick that's going to drop and hit just past the 25 and go out of bounds. So Lakota West will start off 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, he kicked it from the ball's going to be at 35, but they moved it back 5 yards. Does he get to 35 or does he get to 40? Or does it matter where it goes out of bounds? Or where you kick it from? Okay.
It just matters where he kicked it from.
Well, instead of the 40, he kicked it from the 35. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 40.
Spotted at the 45, I thought. Nope, 40.
40.
Another score update. Milford scores again. Extra point, no good. 13-0, Milford over Turpin.
Shout out from Chris Walker, listening in Humble, Texas. Thanks, Chris.
Ooh, update. St. Ed's leads St. Ives 7-0.
That would be St. Edward and St. Ignatius in the Cleveland area.
No effect on us whatsoever.
Nope, the Holy War, but we can talk about those games. There's a snap back, fakes the handoff. It is intended for number 19, and in coverage is number 22. Knocks it down.
Yeah, a little play action right there, and they tried to find the tight end kind of slipping out there. It was Jalen Thomas filling in for the big man, and makes a second big play, steps back, and just gets enough fingertip on. I think if Eric Phillips is in that ball game there, he can't complete that. You're looking at a difference of 6'4" to about 5'10".
What year is Jalen? Is he a senior?
He's a senior.
Okay.
He's a junior.
Or he's a junior?
Is he? I don't know if I asked. Oh, it's a high snap, but handed off across the middle. There's some running room there for Owensby, but he gets hit hard and gets taken down after a gain of 1 yard. He fumbled the ball, but the referee is calling him down by contact, so it'll be 3rd down and about 8.
Yeah, Owensby, he's not the biggest guy. He took a hit there and kind of spun off it, but when he did that, his foot hit the ground.
And that's the end of the first quarter after 1 quarter play here at Lakota West. It's the Colerain Cardinals 21. Lakota West Firebirds 0.
Hey, check out our homepage, wearecolerain.com, and Twitter, and also on our Facebook page. We got a couple events coming up, pretty exciting that we hear about. We got the Coaches Challenge, Tuesday, the November the 6th, at Clovernick Country Club. It's Cocktails for a Cause. A bunch of local coaches here. They kind of compete against each other, do the bartending thing, and whoever makes the most tips. There'll be coaches from, who is it, Coach Bolden, from LaSalle's coach, Coach Moeller's coach, and stay next, Roger Bacon, along with Northwest. So look for information up there. And then we'll talk a little bit later about the Evening with Carrie Combs coming up. So lots happening for the Colerain Boosters. So check out the booster page and get updated on all events.
So here we are at the start of the second quarter. Colerain up 21-0. Not a surprise. We thought that offensively Lakota West would struggle. Colerain has struggled to put together some big drives. 2 of their touchdowns come really on huge running plays, one by Sincere Jones and one by Ivan Pace Jr. So on defense now, trying to stop a 3rd down and 8 conversion. There's a pass, and it's out to nobody. It was intended for the wide receiver number, I think that's 19.
The person closest to it.
Yeah, it was 19.
Yeah, forced to throw it a little bit earlier. He throws it about a 4-yard out.
Hopefully he got hit, because you could, Dad, throw a pass like that.
That was
not good.
Wounded duck.
That wasn't even a wounded duck. That was
Lakota West this year.
That was a dog.
Dead partridge.
That was a dog pretending to be a bird.
Okay.
So 4th down and 8. Sincere Jones back along with J.J. Davis at their own 25.
Snap is back. Good pressure. Jakari Patterson put it on. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. And it is caught.
He fumbled it again.
He fumbled on the ball again. This time Freddie Johnson, man on the spot, came back and fell on top of it.
Gotta make it exciting.
Yeah, I mean, is that 2 in a row?
That's 2 in a row. You look in the field, it was kind of a end-over-end, a high kick, a lot of traffic around him. And I saw when he got up, he was kind of wiping his eyes. Don't know if I think you got some rain.
But he didn't call a fair catch on that, did he?
No, actually, Sincere Jones calls the fair catch. J.J. Davis, the ball kind of drifts to his area. Not a lot of wind. Actually, almost no wind at all.
So either way,
that's weird.
Either way, it was good coverage by Lakota West. I don't know that there would have been much run back anyway, but the Cardinals get it first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line, so not horrible.
Freddie Johnson made the football recovery, so heads up for Freddie.
Yep. This time under center, Deontay Smith-Moore takes it, hands it off once again on an end around. 23, J.J. Davis has got it. He's going to pick
Something
up
must have happened because all I saw was a pile of bodies and 2 flags.
And another flag just came out after the play.
These schools don't have a history of getting ugly. I don't recall, but it's been an ugly first quarter and plus.
Well,
I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a score. I mean, look, we didn't make the schedule. We had to be somebody.
Referees are having a long discussion, so I believe there was something happening during the play. There's a penalty, and something post play.
Well, let's see what happens. Give them their time to shine.
While we wait, Moeller has 4th and goal and are stopped on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Winwoods hold. Still leads 7-2.
So referees really taking a long time on this. Okay, they're breaking their huddle.
What we have here is
a failure to communicate.
You're not Axl Rose, so.
Wait, now we're having another huddle with the other official.
Well, he needs to tell that official because he's the official that has to go tell Coach Bolden.
How do you like to be that official?
Personal foul, face mask on Lakota West, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Colerain. The Cardinals will get the first down.
It will be first down, and the ball spotted at the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, pretty much.
Maybe.
Well, no, you get the yard. They get like the 3 or 4 yards they gained, plus 15 yards on that, but then the ball goes back 15 yards to that. So it'll be like first and like 5, 6.
Six, first and 5, something like that. Well, kudos to the referees for taking the time to get it right. They talked. They understood
we don't know if they got it right.
For all you know, they just made stuff up.
I'm trying to give Stripes benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're definite with your call, whether you're right or you're wrong, you make that call.
Mason hits a 80-yard touchdown pass. They lead Mason now leads Fairfield 7-6.
That is shocking. So, first down and 5, we'll call it. Maybe a long 5, closer to 6. Deontay Smith-Moore hands the ball across the middle, and there's just nothing there across the middle for Ivan Pace on that run. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. It's going to be second down and 4.
Yeah, really clogging up the middle. Look at I'm just impressed with Lakota West. As we said, three Division I players on defense, and I'm looking at their middle linebackers, 6'1", 260, 6'2", 220. They've got a lot of size right up that middle, not just the defensive line, but the bulk of their linebackers are all big kids.
That's a big school. Second down and 4. Deontay under center. Takes it, drops back, looks to pass on second down. Throws it across the middle, and it is caught. I didn't see who gets that. JJ? Oh, well, he's gone. I can't imagine he's going to get caught. He actually gets pushed out of bounds. Yep. Number 21 for Lakota West catches up with J.J. Davis and pushes him out of bounds. He had the angle. J.J. just couldn't quite get all the way to the end zone, but he does take it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Here's the thing. When you put 10 guys at the line of scrimmage, all J.J. Davis has to do is run forward, and there's no one covering him.
Yeah,
it's wide open down the middle.
Slipped out of the backfield, and those big linebackers were caught way too up, and he was wide open. Had to slow down a little bit for that pass, and it weren't for the Lakota West safety. If you're gonna commit that many guys in the box, Colerain has shown with weapons from their wide receivers and their tight ends, they can slip out there. A short pass can turn into a long gain, and that was what happened right there. First down and goal. Colerain at the Lakota West 7.
Let's see what they do. Deontay under center in the I formation. Drops back. Good pursuit by the Lakota West defense. He tucked it in and just tried to run and get positive yards. There are 5 guys there that threw him backwards. I think he may have even picked up a yard or nothing. At worst case, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Good play by Deontay because he was pretty much swarmed under as soon as he said hike. It'll be second down and goal. Looks like they are going to say he lost a yard. Back to the 7.
It's now 17-0 St. X. Over St. X.
Yeah, the Bombers, like I said.
I didn't specify which one, did I?
Well, it was 14-0 earlier, Bombers.
I never specified. You're the one who keeps I never said it was the Bombers leading 17.
You did not.
Yeah,
The Bombers are up 70-0. Yeah, they're in the playoffs. I mean, they're not going to lose.
Milford up now 20-0 over Turpin.
Oh, Turpin. Deontay takes the ball, hands off to Ivan Pace Jr. He lowers his shoulder, gets inside the 5-yard line. They're going to take him all the way down to the 3, where it'll be 3rd down and goal. Obviously, 4-down situation here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you're talking about that St. X game before it snapped, and we're looking for the upset, but in Kentucky, the playoff is already set. Louisville St. X is already in.
Mm-hmm.
They're down to their backup quarterback, and they decided they were going to rest a whole bunch of their players tonight, setting themselves for the playoff. The game means nothing to them.
Right.
Not thinking of how it affected us.
Yeah,
kind of selfish on them, but
exactly, quite inconsiderate. There's a handoff to Ivan Pace Jr. He takes it off the left tackle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Ivan Pace Jr.
Yeah, just a little bit different. They've been running him over the guard. This time he slanted a little bit farther out, go off tackle, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but runs through the arm tackle. Colerain scores again.
Ivan Pace Jr. with 2 touchdowns now on the night. Freddie Johnson with 1. Sincere Jones with 1.
Sycamore touchdown. They've cut it to a 14-7 lead by Lakota East.
Mangled on to attempt his 4th extra point of the night. Deontay Smith-Moore, the holder.
Ed Bolden snaps back.
And it's good. And with 9:09 to play in the first half, it's the Colerain Cardinals 28, Lakota West Firebirds 0.
This is a game where clearly you can see Colerain has the superior level of execution. I would not say they're the bigger team, but I would tell you that they are certainly the faster team, the more athletic team, and they're executing at a higher level. And tried to get to it a little bit earlier and just kind of ran out of time there. But this is this is kind of a big deal year for Lakota West, mainly because their longtime coach is no longer their longtime coach. For those who are familiar with the GMC, Larry Cox is the former coach here at Lakota West. He was the only coach that Lakota West had ever had, and they have a new coach this year, an interim coach, Jeff Waddle, who had been on the staff before as an assistant and had been here for a while. And many of the assistants, I believe, if not all of them, are the same as what they had last year. So not a whole lot of change, but certainly a different change at the top. And I imagine when the season is over and it comes time for Lakota West to start looking for a full-time head coach, there will be plenty of qualified applicants. They have the facilities, they've got the financial backing, they've got a big school district, and a lot of kids to pull from. This will be a highly coveted job.
St. Ives ties it with St. Ed's, 7-7.
Both those teams in the playoffs in Region 1, but it's called the Holy War for a reason. They're actually playing at Cleveland Brown Stadium. There's another pooch kick, and it's going to bounce at the 30, and it stays in bounds, picked up by Lakota West, and he ran backwards. Not the smartest thing to do, as he gets taken down at the 11-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Thunderbirds.
Well, here's the thing for Fari. If he runs forward, there's 4 Colerain Cardinals running right at him.
You're almost better just to fall down.
That ball was just pooched up, and he was kind of standing at the sideline, kind of hoping it went out.
See, here's the thing. He's got to realize, all he's got to do is step out of bounds and
saw that this
pick
week.
up the ball.
Saw that this week. Was that
Can he do that? That's legal?
It's legal. The ball, he's out of bounds, so the kick is therefore then out of bounds.
It happened this week. Was it a college game?
No, it was the Bengals.
It was the Bengals game. Yeah, you're absolutely. I know. I saw it somewhere.
Huh.
So the ball's going to be spotted at their own 10-yard line, deepest start of any drive for Lakota West.
Now, I don't know if that's the same rule in high school, but I'm pretty sure it'd be the same rule.
There's Ivan Pace, does a swim move, gets his hands up, catches Bade, taken out to about the 15-yard line. That's where the tackle is made by number 4. It'll be 2nd down.
Kendricks with the tackle.
Number 14 on the catch.
Dylan Jones with the catch. Ooh, Firebirds going no huddle.
Dylan Jones, leading receiver for Lakota West this year with 172 yards, averaging 14.3 per catch.
12 catches from here.
Just 6 yards on that catch.
Yep, 2nd down and 4. Trailing 28-0. Lakota West trying to find something offensively here. Again, we talked about it. They struggle. Number 7 drops back and he tosses it out into the flat. It is caught. Makes one man miss. Makes another man miss. But
that was an
tackled.
awkward way to go down.
It was. Tackled right at the 20-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Tried to make a cut off of his blockers and kind of just fell backwards, knees on the ground. By Deshaun Pace, it pushes him down, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
Lakota West is trying to stretch out this Colerain defense. Just quick little out patterns. Try to get their athletes in space. 3rd down and 1.
Don't have the stats. Has Lakota West gotten a 1st down yet?
Yeah, they had one.
Do they have one? Okay.
No, they didn't.
I didn't think they did. They had a good return. There's a snap back. There's a handoff across the middle.
Still don't have
Ball's
one.
loose. And the ball is loose, and it's on the ground.
Mason Hill.
Yeah. Recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, I'll tell you what. They just tried to do a simple little draw to the running back, who is 5'7", 160 pounds, and perfectly read on that play was the blitzing linebacker.
And Ivan Pace is such a gentleman. He just is going to greet him with a nice bear hug.
Yeah.
Just greet him with a hug.
But before contact was made, I believe that ball was loose.
And all he wanted to do was return the hug. So he let go of the football.
They embraced, and Mason Hill picked up the ball.
Hill picked up the ball to fumble. I mean, that's not exactly how it played out, but that's how it kind of imagined in my head happening. No?
It was pretty close.
Chris?
It was pretty close.
I don't know that's exactly what they were
Ivan
thinking.
Pace just blew that play up. Ball came loose.
Mason
Yeah,
Hill
Mason
recovered. Yeah.
They
So first down and 10 for the Cardinals on the Lakota West 17-yard line. They have come to play tonight as they have come to play every single night so far this year. Deontay Smith-Moore on the center, traditional wing. Drops back, does a stutter step, fakes one way, goes the other.
With a great block.
Takes it. He's going to have they're marking him down.
That was a poor spot.
Yeah, they're marking him down. He rolled over top of the defender. I thought that was a first down.
That's where he was down. His hand and elbow
touched
the ground. That's where he's down.
It's a great run by Deontay Smith-Moore. He faked his step in, cut to his left, and took it around for
a better block by Sincere Jones.
It was a great block by Sincere. A 9-yard gain for Deontay Smith-Moore. Ball is now on the 8-yard line, second down and 1.
The Lakota West cornerback thought he had Deontay Smith one-on-one, and all of a sudden he got hit by Sincere Jones.
There's a counter to Sincere Jones. He's got it, takes it across the middle, gets it inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 3-yard line, where it'll be first and goal for the Colerain Cardinals.
Tell you what, the biggest celebration right there, T.J. Ganella from the offensive line took the running back was stopped inside the 5, but the outside linebacker didn't get stopped until he was 3 yards deep in the end zone. T.J. Ganella just escorts him. Says, young man, you're not part of this play anymore.
Middies score. They now lead Oak Hills 14-6. Pass interference. Mason driving. They're at the Fairfield 20-yard line.
So first down and goal. Ball spotted at the 3.
Sincere Jones in motion. He gets the handoff. He tries to take it around the edge, and he runs into the corner of the end zone. Another touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, everybody thinking inside. Who runs a jet sweep inside the 5? Well, the Colerain Cardinals do. Untouched into the end zone. Sincere Jones puts the 34th point on the board.
Sincere Jones is an incredible athlete, and he's not the fastest guy on the team. He's pretty close.
He definitely jumps the highest.
He definitely jumps the highest.
He can
he's
do the
best
most
athlete
flips in the air.
He's incredible, and when you have someone with that kind of speed going around the edge, it's just going to be very difficult to stop him.
Well, and just a couple plays earlier, you called his name on a great block. Unselfish play by this Colerain backfield.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 6:31 to play in the first half. Cardinals lead 35-0.
So, those of you asking at home, don't get to the running clock now that we're over 30 points. That doesn't start until the second half. We still have 6 minutes and 31 seconds left to play in this game.
Upset of Bruin. Miami Valley Christian Academy has cut the lead to 1 score. CHCA, Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy, leads Miami Valley Christian Academy 21-14.
And that great update brought to you by the Colerain Corporate Boosters. Thanks again to our boosters. Make everything possible here. Long Schaefer, Friendship Baptist Church, Northwest Association of Educators, Joseph Toyota of Cincinnati, Quaker Steak and Lube, Langan Meats, Supercuts, Plato's Closet, Arab Pest Control, Fast Signs, Life Touch, Game On, Game On Sports Bar, Northgate Ford, and La Rosa's. We'll thank a few more of you later. Mangold is going to tee it up again. Lakota West kind of dropped their second row back, taking away that little hole that was in the 20, but there is a big hole in the middle of the field now, around the 35-yard line.
I'm taking him to the dentist, and then you're taking him to the
Well, there you go. Someone said to the dentist. There's a kick right out of bounds. Chris Mangold just booted it out around the 25-yard line. I'm sure that was not the intention. Lakota West will take over first down. It's a legal procedure on the kick, so Lakota West will take over first down and 10.
Yeah, and you know what? We haven't seen it all year. Mangold's this pooch kick, but this is a good game to practice. You don't know when you're going to have to use it. I don't think anybody on Lakota West is a threat, so we're kicking away from anybody.
Right, now.
And your defense is playing so well, so you're not giving up to 20, you're giving up to 35.
Yeah, again, I don't know where the stats are. I'm hopeful that we can get some at halftime, but I'm pretty sure Lakota West does not have a first down this half.
Couple quick updates. 31-yard touchdown pass. Elder leads LaSalle 7-0. Moeller has a 4th and 1 again. This time, though, it's a big run, and they get it down to the Whitten Woods 5-yard line. With 1 minute to play in the first half, Mason has the ball at the Fairfield 17.
There we go. In the shotgun, trips to the left, handoff across the middle of David Afari, and he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard on the play, so tackle for loss by a host of Colerain Cardinals.
Officially going to lose just a yard.
2nd down and 11, back at the 34-yard line now.
Yeah, this Colerain defensive line is really controlling everything. Lakota West can't run the ball when you've got more defensive linemen in the backfield.
Really excited to see the development of Corleone and Owens and Michael Best as this year has gone on, and really be excited to see them lead this defense next year.
Still
shotgun.
Shotgun.
Yep, drops back, fakes a pass. It's a quick pass over the middle. Number 7, intended for number 9. He asked the referee for a flag, and he got one.
Well, it's a little bit past 5 yards. There's some contact there. I don't know if it's going to be pass interference on Hendricks or a defensive holding. A little bit of contact, but it might be past that 5-yard zone.
There's no such thing as uncatchable in high school football, so that didn't matter either. Mason has to settle for a field goal, and it's Mason 10, Fairfield 6 at halftime.
That is unbelievable to me.
What?
That Fairfield only has 6 points.
Moeller turns it over, and on the next play, Mayan Williams goes 67 yards.
For a score?
For a touchdown.
Oh.
Whitten Woods 14, Moeller 2. Mayan Williams in the first.
Wait, did you say 14-2?
14-2. I said the snap on the back of the end zone.
All right. I'm just verifying.
Mayan Williams has 6 carries and 115 yards for Whitten Woods in the first half.
He's pretty good. So 1st down and 10 now on the 49-yard line. 1st down given as a result of the penalty. Trips to the left. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver up top, and he's the one that's going to get it, and it is incomplete.
Knocked away by Alonzo Kendricks.
Alonzo Kendricks right there on the coverage. He read it and was there immediately when the ball got there, made a solid hit and dislodged any hope of catching that pass.
Yeah, it's a little bit wet outside. It's going to make that ball just slightly slippery, but Kendricks gets there right as a pass on a quick little hook pattern about 8 yards out.
Colerain Cardinals looking to win their 75th consecutive GMC game dating all the way back to 2008. Snap is back. Handoff over the middle. It's a good play call, and number 1's got it. Owensby, and he's into the open. He's going to get tackled, but not until he gets all the way down inside the 30-yard line for a 1st down for Lakota West.
Yeah, there goes your first down for Lakota West. You wouldn't have to ask the stat players anything. But Lakota West catches Colerain on a blitz. They bring everybody on the right side. They run that quick draw to the left. Only had to break 1 tackle, and I tell you what,
that cat's got wheels.
When he gets open, he's quick. So the ball at the 29-yard line, and Colerain Cardinals trying to hold on to this shutout.
In the backfield once again, fakes the handoff, passes it. It was intended for number 8, but it was incomplete, in and out of his hands. They faked the handoff to Owensby once again. I haven't seen Afari out there in quite a bit.
You know what? We talk about some of these defensive stars, and we don't talk about Kendricks enough. I don't think nobody throws it Sincere's way. He's your lockdown corner. He's always locked on their number 1 receiver. Right. Alonzo Kendricks, he's the shortest out there.
Yeah, he is.
At 5'9", he is challenged more than any cornerback, and has stood the test all year.
Is he about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage on this shotgun? It looks like it.
Pretty deep shotgun.
It is a deep shotgun. So he drops back, looks to pass. Colerain sends the house. 25, 22, and 49 all come in.
Here's the thing. When you run that screen, try to run it not to the shortest guy in the field, because number, is that 6 or 8, is about...
I believe it's number 8.
Is 5'8".
He's not 5'8", because he's not even as tall as number 1.
He was just lost, and Colerain has all 3 of their guys over 6'4" blitzing. You can't even see him.
Well, yeah, and when you're running the screen, the offensive line, you've got to let them through, but you've got to slow them down a little bit.
I mean, it's 4-down territory for Lakota West here. Down 35-0, 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Can't hold back now.
You can't hold it back now. It's weekend.
Spot for a fake punt.
Indeed it is. No one would expect it. Uh-oh.
Play clock running down 2-0. Lakota West.
Timeout, Lakota West. At halftime, Taft leads Aiken 22-8. Nothing going West High So.
All right, let me finish up with these corporate sponsors. Again, thank you to NovaCare, Paul Young Funeral Home, Midwest Stonescapes, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscape, Meyer, Friedhoff Accounting and Tax Service, Underground Sports Shop, Holding Realtors, Skyline Chili, Shock Tile and Carpet, State Farm Insurance, Cincinnati Police Credit Union, Hawksworth Blood Center, CAI Insurance, Valley Metalworks, and Queen City Running.
Don't call it a comeback. West High.
We're not going to call
Scores.
it.
Now 28-6, Little Miami over West High.
And again, the reason we're giving you all these interesting scores is because it's Week 10, which means we are looking at the Harbin totals. And the Harbin totals are what determine the playoff seedings for all football teams at all levels in the state of Ohio. Colerain has secured a playoff spot. They have secured a home game, and they have secured the number 1 seed in Division I, Region 4, the Cincinnati region. They'll be playing at home next week. We expect everyone that can be there will be there.
St. X is at halftime 17-0. They have a combined 200 yards of offense between the two teams. Wyatt Hudepold not playing for St. X.
3rd down and 10.
Man goes in motion, and there are flags everywhere.
Offensive line, I believe your guard moved a little bit.
Yep.
Got to take that a little back.
Well, your guard, your tackle, everyone but the center.
Yeah, Lakota West comes out of the timeout, and they go with a bunch of different motions, and all they did is confuse their own team. So move it back 5 yards, ball is 34. They got to get to the 19 for a first down now.
As a reminder, we'll step away at halftime here in about 5 minutes, get ourselves a little bit of a break, and at the same time we'll try and collect all of our scores and have those together to review with you, as well as we'll try and track down some stats as well.
Back shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 1 running back.
Yep, man in motion, right to left. Drops back, looks the pass, 7, throws it across the middle, and there's going to be a holding call on Ivan Pace Jr., I think.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a couple seam routes running right there, and he pretty much the offensive player ran right at him.
Yeah, he did, and he engaged with Ivan, but Ivan didn't let go. And you just can't do that.
But if he initiates the contact,
he doesn't have to let go if you're running into him.
But
like, there's no letting go. If the guy is just running into, you can't just put your helmet on the defender and say he's interfering with me.
And that's pretty much what happened right there. The 6'1", 220-pound linebacker was ran into by the 5'6", 150-pound wide receiver, and the Colerain got cold foot. That was odd.
And they just got
we're up 35 and you're big bad Colerain. You can't do that.
So first down from the 19. Lakota West driving.
3 wide receivers split out wide.
I'll tell you, Lakota West was so far off sides.
Almost intercepted. Pass intended for number 2 in the far left flat.
I know this happens a lot every week, but in the first half, are they going to do this? I'm going to shut up.
This is more yards by the Colerain defense for the Lakota West offense than they've had all night.
The wide receiver was 3 yards off sides, and the referee, standing 2 yards from him, didn't flinch.
All right.
I'm going to keep
second down and 10. Ball.
I don't normally get that.
I know you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Second down from the 19-yard line. Lakota West.
Again, still we got 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Single set back. Handoff. Nope. He kept it himself. He's going to try and find some room to run himself. Number 7 is going to get hit with the brunt of about 4 Cardinals. And it is a party at the ball, and they are all there. Whistles being blown. Please, no flags.
I don't know. The Cardinals might have tackled him too hard.
Both teams walk away. We had a little. Yeah, he didn't go down. He was fighting for yards. Colerain was trying to hold him up. The second guy in attacking the ball, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And Cincinnati Hills with a big score. They're now ahead of Miami Valley Christian. Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy 28. Miami Valley Christian Academy 14.
You know what I haven't heard yet?
Tippecanoe.
There you go.
Maybe because I got that in my back pocket.
Oh,
he's saving that one.
He's saving that one for halftime.
Oh, I didn't write any of these down. There's no halftime scores.
I know. There's a pass intended and caught by, began with a 1. Let's see who gets up.
How come that wasn't pass interference? He was blocking him.
Number 14.
Past line of scrimmage.
Number 14, Dylan Jones on the catch.
Interesting what they'll do right now. It's 4th down. He picked up 7 yards on the plays. Well, so it's 4th down and 3.
It's interesting.
Do they go for the points? Do they go for the touchdown?
They're going to go for the. Why would you kick a field goal here?
We've seen teams in the past kick field goals in this
situation. We were up 81-0.
That's
84.
84-0.
That's completely predictable.
Fourth
going
down
for the
3.
First down.
Nope, they're going to call timeout. Think about it.
Colerain's going to call
Cardinals
a timeout.
called a timeout.
We were up 84-0, and on the last play of the game, Milford kicked a field.
On a 4th down, or a last play of the game on the 2-yard line.
I'm gonna say this, and we'll have to figure it out. But I'm gonna call Bupkis on that. We've never scored 80 points against anybody.
My son was. We actually, I believe we scored
the biggest
I believe
game.
we scored.
Hold on a minute.
We scored 120 points that game.
Okay, that's false. You are using hyperbole, and I get
No,
it.
they had
We
5
beat Milford
touchdowns.
70-3. That was the score.
5 touchdowns called back for holding penalties.
Okay, well, but you know those don't count in the score.
Oh, but they count in our heart.
Okay. The score against Milford that year was 70-3. It was at Milford. I was there. I remember thinking, this is like literally what you do to a baby seal. It was terrible.
Well, there's a different story. We'll tell you at I'm going to tell you at halftime, but
Off air?
off
please?
air. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Does it involve a seal? Maybe I don't want to hear it.
Ooh, baby seals.
So here we go. 4th down and 3. Lakota West at the Colerain
11.
They need to get to the 9.
I'm calling quarterback keep here. Number
calling.
7 is in, drops back, looks the pass, throws it into the end zone, and it is broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag.
Yes!
What is the flag
They
for?
run just a jump ball flag pattern and kind of a jump ball. Wide receiver has it, and he's celebrating like this. Sincere Jones knocks it out of his hand after he has it, but did not turn his head. They might be calling pass interference, and contact was not made until the receiver had the ball in his hand.
I think that's called a tackle, isn't it?
It's called a pass breakup. Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, they're not kidding you.
He didn't even touch him until he had the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
I understand, and I thought that was the definition of a tackle.
That's not even a tackle.
That's not even a tackle.
He
He never even hit him. He
It
hit
was
the
a jump ball. He was 2 yards behind him. The ball was in his hands. Sincere Jones knocked the ball out of his hands.
All right, got it.
Again, this is
Yep, same old, same old. So, 1st down and goal, ball at the 4.
And they're trying to hand off this to Owensby, and the Colerain defense comes in a hurry, and somehow that's not a fumble.
No, he was down. It was just a really slow whistle.
Slow whistle. He was down, but he's going to lose yards on the play.
The referee threw his flag again.
Oh,
Was he just spotting the ball?
with his flag?
Yep.
All righty.
So he's going to take it back to the 9-yard line. If he lost
He
a
was
few
just
yards on
throwing
that
in
play.
case they threw the ball that way.
I understand.
He was just anticipating a pass interference call.
So 2nd down and goal on the 8-yard line now. 35-0. Colerain up, trying to withstand a host of defensive penalties here. Snap is back. 7 looks a pass. He throws it, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
And that
Who's in the way? Is that Brandon, or is that... It's Brandon.
That one couldn't have been pass interference because the ball was tipped, so...
That's right. Now, is that the rule in high school?
The rule at all levels.
At all levels, okay. Uncatchable pass is not a rule in high school, but if a ball is tipped, you cannot have pass interference.
I'll tell you what, something's going in Centerville. They were 0-8, and now they're beating Beaver Creek 42-0.
I don't think that's a surprise, though.
It's not a surprise, but man, that's a lot of points for a team that's not very good.
Well, maybe they figured something out.
So 3rd down and goal from the 9.
You don't want to see the Colerain defense play tentatively here. Got 2 wide receivers split to the wide, right and left. Drops back, looks to pass. He's going to tuck it and going to try and find some room. Spins, and he's going to get met by a host of Colerain Cardinals and taken down for a sack because he did lose yards on that play.
Yeah, look for the quick out, but he made a decision early to. I don't know if that was a set quarterback draw, but he's only going to. He actually lost a yard on that play. So give it credit to that sack to the whole host of the Colerain Cardinals.
Or Brendan. I feel for you, Bubba, but you're blocking the camera.
I either block the camera or I can't see. Which one do you want me to do?
You don't have to see. There you go, right there. You're good.
So you know how uncomfortable this is?
It looks uncomfortable.
We have another 4th down and goal. This time from about the 9.5.
I don't feel so bad standing this entire half now. Letting you guys get the
No,
seats.
pass interference would only be half the distance to the goal.
There you go. So look for that.
Play
flag
clock
there.
is at 0.
7 drops back, looks a pass, throws it into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Oh, he might go the distance.
Well, let's see. There's definitely Lakota West.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Ain't no one going to catch him. He in the end zone. He had 20 to 15 to 10. 5, 10. Touchdown.
Getting his first start of the season, Jalen Thomas, the senior, 102 yards. He takes that, maybe 103. Not a school record, but close to it. And I tell you what, his team meets him here senior night here at Lakota West, but it's senior night there in the end zone for the Colerain Cardinals. Jalen Thomas, 102 yards. No pass interference. Touchdown.
Shades of Javon Hicks last year at Fairfield. After all of that, every possible break given to Lakota West to score, they can't cash in on it. Number 7 tosses, flutters the ball up in the air, hoping to find a receiver. He found one. Unfortunately, he was in the other jersey.
Well, and it's one thing as a coach, you go, knock it down. And he caught it.
Take a knee. It's a touchback. Take it to... Oh, no.
But once he got out of the end zone, I said, there's no one in front of him.
There was 2, but then there was 2 good blocks by the defenders out front. He hit the hole that was there, and there was no one in front.
Shocked that there was no block in the back. I'm shocked. Snap is down. Kick
no,
is down.
The referees would have had to run
and
in
the kick is
direction
up.
to see that.
Kick is up and good. So with 1:46 left to go in the first half, your Colerain Cardinals, now on the back of a 102-yard interception return touchdown, is up 42-0 on Lakota West.
I think I'm going to mark this as a Cardinal victory in my spreadsheet.
I think you are safe to do that.
Ooh, update here. At halftime, Dublin Scioto leads Hilliard Derby 11-0.
Well, that's actually an interesting game.
I'm sorry, 11-10.
Now that's an interesting game.
Yeah,
Derby, the Hilliard schools are having a great season. I mean, the Hilliard's having a good season.
The Hilliards have lost to one team not named Hilliard all season.
Yeah, that school district in Columbus is having a great season. Now the interesting
Hilliard Bradley, Hilliard Davidson, and
Darby.
Darby.
Now Darby's you would
Davidson lost in overtime to Pick Central. Those are the only non-Hilliard losses between them.
That's impressive. Now they would say, I think if you look, Brian and Brandon, you would agree that the Darby schedule is the weakest of the 3.
Yes.
They've got some Division II and I think maybe even 1 or 2 Division III teams on there, but they're undefeated. So tip their caps to them, and they're playing a good team in Dublin Scioto.
Scioto. Score update. Moeller puts a 1 on the board at halftime. Winton Woods 14, Moeller 9. Touchdown as we speak. Walnut Hills up on Withrow 13-8.
How about that? So Mango gets it under his foot under it one more time. Caught inside the 10-yard line. Does not go out of bounds. Trying to find some running room. Good pursuit by the Colerain Cardinals on special teams. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. So with 1:37 to go here in the first half, Dakota West will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. And again, we will step away at halftime to get stats if we can find them. So again, we're on the road, so I got to find the Lakota West stat guy.
Princeton 14, Hamilton nothing at half.
And
the one you've all been waiting for, folks.
I save it for
is it the Red Devils? There it is.
Tippecanoe 13, Vandalia Butler 7.
Oh, that is a tight one. The Red Devils.
The Red Devils over the Onions.
Pretty sure that Vandalia Butler is not the Onions.
They're the Aviators. The Aviators are Rockets.
I appreciate the play on words, Brian. I do.
So ball spotted at the 21, Lakota West with the ball.
Number 8 in motion. Takes the handoff. There's a counter hander right across the middle, and unfortunately there was absolutely no running room.
Unfortunately for Owensby, like earlier when he had a nice hug out with Ivan Pace, this time he had a nice hug out with Donovan Owens, who met him at the point of contact.
Yeah, loses a half yard.
2nd down and 10.
Kings blowing it open. They now lead West Claremont 27-6.
West Claremont. I saw an interesting thing that said they were. Did you see that, Brandon? Where they were eliminated. West Claremont is eliminated based on something that had to do with Sycamore. I don't know whether or not you saw that on Joe Edel's page.
I can look it up real fast.
I've never seen that definition given. We've got a timeout here, so give you a
referee's timeout for
raising the roof.
We never did find out what that bear hug call was last week, did we?
No, that's actually reset the play clock, not raise the roof. But
there's a snap back to 7. He takes it, hands it off once again to Owensby, tries to take it around the corner. He's going to get slowed down and then hit by Luke Bolden and then tackled out of bounds. They're going to keep the clock running because his progress was stopped in bounds.
Well,
timeout, Colerain.
Eliminated shared L2 dependencies of Sycamore. All that means is that they've beaten the same teams that Sycamore is, so they can't pass Sycamore.
Oh, okay. All right. I've never seen him actually give a definition as to why somebody was eliminated, but there you go.
Well, normally just the math plays itself out, but in this case you probably have to explain why the math is eliminated.
Because they have the same number as okay. Gotcha.
You know what, Chris? A curious thing.
Thank you, Brandon.
There's numbers.
Brandon,
when you put the numbers together.
I let you guys do all the smart stuff. I just make the observations. Tonight we don't have to worry about Saturday game. We will know by the end of tonight who Colerain plays.
We will.
But we will be at a running clock. So our game's going to get over before everybody else is.
Yeah.
So you're really going to have to follow us on Twitter or look on our Facebook page or whatever I mean, we can guess and we can speculate when we're done, but we won't know absolutely for sure, most likely.
No, I agree.
Until after our broadcast is over.
We won't, because
we will know tonight.
And that's happened to us a couple times in the past few years when we're playing Oak Hills in Week 10, where we get to a running clock and we get off the air before other games are settled. But we could be in a situation because a lot of these games that matter are not close. So we can make some prognostications. 3rd down and 7 on the 24-yard line. Looking to get a first down. Ball is loose in his
loose!
It's picked up, heading into the end zone is number 5, Ivan Pace Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I'll tell you what, Tom Bolden called a timeout on that 3rd down play, and it was just a simple handoff to the running back, but a lot of pressure for the Colerain Cardinals. No contact made there. Just in the mesh, the ball hits the ground, scoots loose. Scoop and score.
Great run, great balance by Ivan Pace Jr. to pick up that ball and take it into the end zone. The Cardinals have opened up a 48-0 lead over Lakota West here in the first half, extra point pending.
And I apologize for any bad words that may or may not have been heard there. Once again, our ambient mic is on the outside by a Lakota West fan. I saw the anger in the fans' head, so I immediately had them had Mike turn down the mic on our ambient mic, but I can't guarantee that did not
make its way out. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, kick is good.
With 42 seconds to play in the first half, it's the Colerain Cardinals 49, Lakota West Firebirds 0.
The views and opinions expressed by the Lakota West parents do not express the views of WeAreColerain.com or anybody on our site.
I don't even know if a word came out. I just saw the look on his face, and I'm just like,
I tell you what,
turn the ambient mic down.
It is a great press box to work from. It really is. We've got a great view. But normally
there's a little bit of distance between you and the
4 or 5 feet above the window, and when they stand up, we can't see over their head. They're literally, at our lowest point of the window, they're probably 18 inches away from this mic.
The good news is, I guess for us, the Lakota West fans have not had a reason to stand up tonight. They're all sitting, and they're covered with their umbrellas. And
Anderson over leveling at halftime, 22-7.
That's close. Let's not call that one yet. That's close.
I called it.
It's close.
It's called.
Okay.
So Mangold's going to kick off again.
Your bigger issue is going to be finding maybe they don't matter.
Erie Cathedral versus
exactly. You may have to go to USA Today scoreboard or something like that. Try and find that, or head out to Prep Gridiron.
Football North has updates for us. God, those Canadians are nice.
Yeah, they are. They're gentle people.
So 42 seconds left till halftime. Mangold with the kick.
And he's going to keep it inbounds, kicks it right down the middle. It's going to take a bounce and picked up at about the 12-yard line, taken out to the 10, the 15, and hit immediately and taking down. Brian, correct me if I'm wrong here, but does it not look like the Colerain special teams and defense specifically are just hitting very hard tonight against Lakota West, and they're not really...
Well, on that play, there's 30 seconds left for that. There was kind of like, hey, just keep them in front, not past the 20-yard line.
But I mean, we're seeing... There's a distinct difference in the way that we're hitting.
But what you're seeing is not because Colerain is playing to the level of your competition, and this is what you see a lot of teams when they play the GCL, they play Colerain. There's a different speed that you're playing at, and Lakota West doesn't play at that speed. And I'm not talking about being fast. I'm talking about...
I understand. Number 7 drops back, passes it out into the flat looking for some room, and unfortunately that receiver is met by 3 Cardinals, and then a 4th one helps push them backwards for a loss.
Big score update here. Erie Cathedral from Pennsylvania scores. They lead Clarkson Football North 21-13 early in the second quarter.
Now, why is that important, Brandon? Because you're going to have to explain why a Pennsylvania versus Canadian football...
Because St. X and Elder and Moeller all defeated Clarkson Football North, and so they would all get points if Clarkson Football North was able to beat Erie Cathedral.
Exactly right. With that one play, it brings us to the end of the first half. Your Colerain Cardinals lead the Lakota West Thunderbirds 49-0. We'll be back with 5 minutes left to go in half with any scores and or stat updates. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.
And we're back here. Halftime. Colerain Cardinals over Lakota West Firebirds. 49-0. Gonna catch you up on a few stats right here. Colerain said 49, Lakota West 0. Colerain with only 5 first downs, Lakota West 4. Colerain has rushed 18 times for 180. Lakota West 16 carries for -5 yards. Passing yards, Colerain has 78, Lakota West 22. So we've got a total offensive plays for Colerain, only 22 plays, but 238 yards. Lakota West, 31 plays, only 17 yards. Leading rushers for the Colerain Cardinals to Sincere Jones got 5 carries for 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ivan Pace has 8 for 52 and 2 touchdowns. Deontay Smith-Moore, 3 for 9. J.J. Davis, 2 for 9. Deontay Smith-Moore is 2 for 4 for 78 yards, 1 touchdown, and that touchdown was to J.J. Davis. J.J. Davis did not get the touchdown. It was Freddie Johnson with the touchdown at 11 yards. Lawson Sandusky has punted once for 38 yards. For Lakota West, DeJuan Robinson has 1 carry for 1 yard. Quarterback Manny Pestrazaria, whatever, I can't say that name for some reason, 5 carries, -, yards. Terrence Owensby, 9 carries, -2 yards. Deontay Christian, 1 for -3 yards. Pestoriza has 5 completions on 14 attempts with 1 interception, which was taken back by Jalen Thomas, 102 yards, but the quarterback only has 22 yards with a long of 7. Dylan Jones, leading receiver, 2 for 13 yards. Not much else going on. The defensive league, Colerain Cardinals led by Donovan Owens from the defensive line with 3 tackles. Ivan Pace Jr. with 3 tackles. Luke Bolton with 3 tackles. Michael Bess with 3 tackles. Lakota West leading tackler, Anish Givas, 2 tackles. David Jones, 2 tackles. Hunter Anderson, 2 tackles. Isaac Kolusk, 2 tackles. Lots of scores for Colerain Cardinals, but we're 49-0. A lot of guys scored, but Brandon, I think most importantly, people want to hear scores around the city, around the country, around the world.
I bet they probably do.
Yeah, a Canadian team's going on. So what do you got going on here?
I don't know. I'm just searching Twitter and stuff.
All right. You know, thinking is to yourself, reading and talking is out loud. And
what now?
People are tired to listen to you breathe, and they'd like to hear some scores.
Well, I mean, you probably should have warned me that you were going to cut to me. So now
you got 2 minutes left till halftime.
I mean, I don't even. You know, you just can't expect things to happen, and things just don't magically happen because you will them to. Sorry, I was just mesmerized by the drum line there from Lakota West. Gahanna Lincoln leads Pickerington North 10-7 at halftime. West Carrollton trying to hold off Stebbins. West Carrollton takes the lead. West Carrollton 13, Stebbins 12. Tippecanoe 20. Vandalia Butler 7. Centerville 52. Beaver Creek 7. Springboro 28, Lebanon 0. Trotwood Madison 28, Huber Heights Dayton Wayne 21. Clarkson Football North 19, Cathedral Erie, Pennsylvania 21. Winton Woods 14, Moeller 9. Mason 10, Fairfield 6. St. X leads St. X 24-0. That's Cincinnati St. X over Louisville St. X. Anderson 22, touchdown Loveland. They've made it 22-13, Anderson over Loveland. St. Ives in a battle with St. Ed's. That game is tied at halftime at 7. Piqua 6, Troy 0. Sycamore 14-7, they trail Lakota East. Vikings of Princeton 20, the Big Blue of Hamilton 0. Hamilton just scored. Now 21-7. Princeton leads Hamilton. Oak Hills is playing Middletown. There. Bless you.
You know, no, we're not high tech here. We don't have a cough button, but I was looking all over for the sneeze button. So we apologize.
That was a sneeze. I don't know what to tell you about that.
You were talking about Princeton? Oak Hills. Oak Hills 4.
Oak Hills is playing football.
Against Middletown.
Yes, they are. I got nothing for that, though. I mean, I could try. Ooh, Sycamore ties the game. 14. Sycamore, Lakota East, all tied up. Unbelievable playoff game action. Middletown 14, Oak Hill 6 at halftime. As we speak, St. Ignatius scores a touchdown from 5 yards out. Extra point is blocked. It's the St. Ignatius Wildcats 13, the St. Edwards Eagles 7. Moeller and Wittenwoods have exchanged 4 punts to start the third quarter at Lockland Stadium.
But no score.
Oh, it's still 14-9.
Still 14-9.
The Elder Panthers were up 7-0 at halftime. But LaSalle scores a touchdown on a Cam Porter touchdown, followed it up with a field goal. LaSalle leads Elder 10-7.
Wow, that's a surprise.
It's like when I'm on a conference call at the office and I'm on mute.
Chris, no one could hear you, and that was on purpose.
I mean, I just may have solved the entire problem of cancer, and nobody heard it. Oh, well.
Well, we know that's not true.
It's not true. It's completely made up.
That's just creating false hope for the world, Chris. I mean, why would you do such a thing? Next, you're going to tell me that
hope. Sorry. Just watching Brian give hand signals to the Colerain
coaches
in the booth.
Just say 10-7 LaSalle. 10-7 LaSalle.
You're screaming into the headset. Do you know that? Do you realize that?
Yeah.
I know. It was on purpose.
It's chaos
for
up
a
here.
dramatic
It really
effect, Chris. It's called creating an atmosphere.
Oh, there's an atmosphere.
Setting
already.
up the audience.
There's no doubt about it.
It's giving the people what they want.
I'm not sure they want that.
You don't know until you try.
Colerain has deferred to the second half. They will start the ball on offense.
They'll start the ball on offense. They'll start the half on offense with the ball.
Either one.
And Don McLean goes 61 yards. Fairfield leads Mason 13-10.
It was just a matter of time before that kid broke one off. Good grief.
We'll see how many substitutions both these teams make. And we're going to be a running clock here at halftime as the clock has already started and he's not even kicked off yet.
Mason already driving back.
There's a kick deep. Taken inside the 5 or right at the 5-yard line by the Colerain Cardinals. Up to the 15, up to the 20.
Who was that?
And down all the way out at about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. Maybe the 24.
Who was that? 19.
I would presume that we won't see a single starter from here on out.
Yeah, it was Shannon Murray on the routine. The sophomore takes it out.
You have a light. Turn your light on. It's okay. The light's too bright.
Light on when I'm
You're gonna need it now because
Miamisburg puts points on the board. Miamisburg over Northmont. That would have been great if Lebanon would have actually won their game versus Springboro, but unfortunately it means nothing without that game.
So in at quarterback, number 28, Freddie Johnson, the sophomore, and the fullback, Hamza Abdul Wahid. He takes the first handoff, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
I thought you said there'd be no starters still in the game. Freddie Johnson and the quarterback.
He's in a different position. You are correct. He was a starter.
These two teams, Lakota West, looks like they got several substitutions, not complete substitutions yet.
Well, you got to think it's their senior night. Your seniors are going to play
as
much as you can really reasonably let them play.
Colerain JV played last night, and they were victorious.
14-7.
Finished the year 9-1, undefeated in the GMC. So the young fellas had a great season, and they're going to get ready to step up next year play at the varsity level. There's a handoff over the middle to Hamza Abdul-Wahid. He's going to pick up 1 yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
And on the next play, Northmont scores. Northmont leads Miamisburg 7-6.
I'm keenly interested in that Elder game. That's fascinating.
Well,
to me.
I will keenly update you when the time comes.
Well, I would very much appreciate that.
You are kindly welcome.
3rd down and 5 for the Colerain Cardinals. Need to get out to the 35-yard line.
In the I formation, Freddie Johnson pitches it backwards. Never understood that when you need 5 yards to go and you pitch it backwards.
Well, you're going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, and you're trying to get it to the guy that's going to break that tackle and get that 5 yards.
You need to run the option. You're always pitching it backwards because you can't throw a forward pass past the line of scrimmage.
Now, so that's a great question, right? So that's a great statement. So let me ask you, because I thought
So what
that the
happens-
idea was you wanted that player as close to you laterally as possible.
I know, but it's still always backwards. And here's the other
Okay.
thing. This is not the ones.
I
So
know.
they're not going to be as clean. It's going to be everything a little slower, a little
slower,
farther,
a little bit further back.
Yeah, so
You're right.
4th down and 8. Lawson Sandusky's back for the kick.
Lawson's going to get lots of punting practice. There's punt. The snap is back. It's a low punt, and it's a line drive punt, and it's caught just before the 50. Not a great punt for Lawson. Taken out of bounds all the way down at the Colerain 44-yard line, I think is where they're going to mark it. It'll be 1st down for Lakota West.
And normally we see the rugby-style kick from Sandusky, and he gets that end over. And this time, just pretty much a traditional kick.
Has he done that yet tonight?
Well, it's only his 2nd kick, and low line drive, easy to return, sets up Lakota West at the right inside at right across the 5th. Nope, it's at the 44-yard line of Colerain Cardinals.
Mason was stopped on a 3rd and long. However, personal foul on Fairfield extends the drive.
Lakota West, with all of their starters still in the game. There's a pass out to number 1, Tyler Owensby, who's got it. He's going to take it out of bounds. He's going to be close to the 1st down. We'll see where they mark it.
Another punt in the Wittenwoods Mohawk.
Yeah, forced out of bounds by Kendall Williams along with Jalen Tinsley.
That's a little guy.
So this is where you're going to see more than likely Lakota West put some points up on the board. And again, it's who's 42? Is that Daryl Patrick on the defensive line?
Yeah, Daryl Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a small dude. There's another pass, and it is caught, but then immediately the tackle is made by number 10, but not before the 1st down is made, right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, play action. Jaquan Jackson in nice coverage hits him and stop, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The ball's going to be at the 35.
No, the ball's at the 29. 35. I'm totally confused. 1st down and 10 for Lakota at the Colerain 29-yard line. Handoff is to Afari. Afari is tackled for a loss. Good pursuit by the Colerain backups on defense to take down the junior Afari.
Now, where's Afari been the entire game?
I don't know.
Did he play defense at all?
I don't think so.
So yeah, because
he wasn't in the backfield.
They had Owensby back there. Now Owensby, the diminutive running back, is now playing receiver.
He is a senior.
Yeah,
that's why he's being a feature back.
That could be. Yep. So he got a little bit of confusion in the backfield for Lakota West.
Yeah.
There you go. They're
not sure which
now.
running back's going to go, so both you stay here.
Yep. 5 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion, drops back, does number 7, looks the pass. Throws it, and it is complete to Afari. He took it out in the flat. He's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on that play.
Score update. Elder, 20-yard field goal, ties it at 10.
And St. Xavier Bombers are up on the St. Xavier Tigers, 27-0.
Yes.
You can call that.
34. Oh, I did a long time ago.
Okay, well, it's 34-0 now. Yeah. And the funny thing is that St. Xavier Tiger team is 7-2. They started the year, they lost their first 2 games, and they've rattled off 7 wins in a row.
So 3rd and 5, Lakota West with the ball.
Yep. Snap is back. There's the handoff. Is that Afari that's got it? I think it is.
And Jalen Thomas doesn't let him get around the end. Going to keep him in bounds. Clock's going to run. Looks like he's going to lose about a yard.
That's 2 consecutive negative plays for Lakota West. And how many yards did they have in the first half?
17
yards. No, that can't be right.
31 plays, 17 total yards.
Whoa.
Colerain had like 50 yards in penalties for him, too.
So with the loss on a play, it's going to go 4th
yards.
down and 8. Got to get inside the 20.
Pass upcoming. Owensby in motion, left to right. Drops back to passes number 7. Looks, there's some pressure, but he's got some room. He's going to dump it off to number 4, but it goes in and out of his hands. It is going to be a turnover on downs for the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, the second, third teamers in there do their job. They get out of there. The turnover on downs. Colerain's going to take the ball.
That's about it, Brandon. You nailed it.
Yep.
The commentary you guys don't hear should never be aired, but
I was just imitating the pass there.
Yeah, he was diagramming the play, helping me better understand exactly what happened. You can't see that on radio.
So Freddie Johnson back at quarterback. Hamza
Abdul Wahid
back at the fullback.
Of course, filling in for all the starters who are out now. Stutter step. Freddie Johnson's got it. Keeps it, trying to find some running room. Makes 2 or 3 guys miss. Spins, makes another guy miss. He's only going to get 2 yards on that, but that was a really good run by Freddie Johnson.
The ugliest 2 yards we've seen in a long time. They tried that quarterback counter, and Freddie got there, and there was nobody out there to block for him. There were 3 or 4 red shirts out there. I'll tell you what, he gets in there 60.
You gotta be careful because if we're in Star Trek universe, they're gonna be the first ones to die.
That's exactly correct.
Yeah, so
okay, I'm done, and we're finished.
So they're going to give him 3. He got 3 yards on that play.
All right, so second down and 7.
Colerain not going to do anything fancy with the JV offense in here. Just option left, option right. They might change the formation.
Right, lining up in the I formation is all we've seen so far. They're going to pick up another 1 or 2 yards there. It'll be
score
third
update.
Down and 5.
Moeller with a touchdown, 2-point conversion. They lead Winton Woods 17-14. And in fact, they started play in the third quarter about a half hour before the Colerain Cardinals, and this game with the running clock has already surpassed their time frame.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised right there. Winton Woods got one of the best, I think the best running back in the state.
Oh, Williams?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Whoa. Did you not see the dude last week at our place?
Yeah, this guy's just as fast and about 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah, he's not as fast. Sorry. He's not as fast.
So third down and 5.
Let's see what they do here. Oh, we got a flag. It's going to be false start against the Cardinals. How unfortunate. 3rd and 5 had a real shot to convert there. Now you push it back to 3rd and 10.
Especially when you're not doing anything fancy. You're just going to go run an option there and look like your tight end on that play. Had his hand on the ground and readjusted.
Can't do that.
It looks like Lakota West is going to take out their seniors one at a time.
And they just sent out Jeremiah Ross. He'll be teammates next year with Eric Phillips.
At the University of Cincinnati. Bearcats going to win this weekend against SMU, Brandon?
Sure.
Okay. Freddie Johnson drops back, looks to pass. He throws it. It's in the air, and it is... Caught!
The inbounds?
I think so. We'll see.
I have no idea who that is.
That's the little fella. What's his number? He's running back to the...
You have the binoculars.
I do have the binoculars, but
Is that 19?
Josh Mason with the catch. 29?
Yeah, number 29, the sophomore.
First down for the Cardinals all the way into Lakota West
Is that
territory.
Freddie Johnson's first completion of the year?
I think it is.
Why did he throw the wheel, though? The post was unguarded.
Lawson Sandusky had the post, this seam right there in the middle.
Unguarded over the middle of the field.
But that ball takes it into Lakota West territory. Ball at 48.
Well, we'll see what happens here. There's a handoff right over the middle.
Now he kept it.
He kept it, took it around right side.
He probably should have handed it off to Hamza, but
I thought he would have, but he didn't.
Never complain when you get 4 yards on first down. Freddie Johnson, the heir apparent at the quarterback next year, showed a lot of growth in his biggest growth.
Incredibly limited playing time, yeah.
But what I've seen from when he used to come in early in the season, little excitable.
Yeah,
right there, calmly made the read right there, and a nice play to pick up 4.
Only a sophomore. What you said, touchdown middies?
Touchdown middies. They lead Oak Hills 21-6.
Wow.
Hamza!
Hamza! Wahid has got it. He takes it even deeper into Fairfield territory, all the way down to the 33-yard line. It'll be another first down for our JV Cardinals.
Hamza! Abdul Wahid. I want to
Brandon, I really want you to get your touchdown.
I know. I still want Hamza to get a touchdown.
I know you do. And when he does, your dad and I are totally silent. It's all you, brother.
Yeah, get the ball to Hamza in the end zone.
He's fast enough, Hamza. He could outrun this defense if he could just get a couple blocks. We'll see here.
He did get it to the 32 of Lakota West, first down.
Lined up again, once again, the I formation. Freddie Johnson rolls, makes one man miss, keeps it, and now he pitches it wide to number 29. He's got it. Going to pick up positive yards on the play. Give him 3 yards on the run, number 29. Josh Mason on the carry.
See, that's one of those ones, if that's the varsity team, that's a probably an 8-9 yard game. But just the speed and a little bit, Freddie Johnson did the right thing. He made the pitch at the last second, but not the same speed as he did
a slight hesitation on the pitch, and Josh
the running back is
Josh Mason waited to catch the ball before he was moving.
Going.
Yeah. They still pick up 2 yards.
Yep, once again in the I formation, 2nd down and 8. Now approaching 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. The handoff right over the middle.
Somebody went the wrong way right on that play.
Hamza has a washing machine spinning between 2 defenders just to pick up one.
Now, Brandon, was the read there for him to have kept that ball?
No, that was
a straight dive.
That was that was given because the blocking up front went the wrong direction, and just do the same play.
Gotcha.
Plus, you had senior captain still in the defensive line.
Look at the size
difference. Stephen Focho, 6'5", 275
with
pounds.
A broken foot. He's played maybe 1 or 2 plays all game.
3rd down and 7. Freddie Johnson rolls out deep. He throws it.
Got him.
It is caught. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 11. That was a first down inside the 10-yard line, and he just dropped it.
Elijah Ford sneaks out up the play action from the tight end position. Ball floated, and he had to wait on it. It wasn't a pretty pass, but it hit him in the hand.
And after all that excitement, after 3 quarters of play here at Colerain High School, or at Lakota West High School, it's the Colerain Cardinals 49. Lakota West Firebirds 0. Score update. Trotwood can't hold them off. They're tied with Wayne, 28-28.
And again, thanks to everybody that makes it possible here, our corporate sponsors: Queen City Running, Valley Metalworks, CAI Insurance, Hawksworth Blood Center, Cincinnati Police Credit Union, State Farm Insurance, Shock Tile and Carpet, Skyline Chili, Hoding Realtors, The Underground Sports Shop, Friedhoff Accounting Tax Service, Meyer, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscaping, Midwest Stone Scapes, Paul Young Funeral Home, NovaCare, La Rosa's, Northgate Ford, Game On Sports Bar, Life Touch, Fast Signs, Era Pest Control, Plato's Closet, Supercuts, Langen Meats, Quaker Steak and Lube, Joseph Toyota Cincinnati, Northwest Association of Educators, Friendship Baptist Church, and Longshafer.
Touchdown Wildcats. St. Ives now leads St. Ed's 21-7.
I'm a little surprised by that. Are you surprised by that, Brandon?
No.
Nothing surprises me when those two teams play evenly matched. One of the biggest rivalries here in the state.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
anything can happen when you get two teams that quality battling against each other.
I don't think it matters because we won't play them unless we make it to week 15.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying.
I just like to add a little excitement to the program.
Speaking of exciting, we got a big 4th down conversion right here for the Colerain Cardinals.
Are they going
down
for
and
it?
7. They're going for it.
Freddie
Johnson's
no
under
Chris
center.
Mangold field goal attempt?
No. Under center, Freddie Johnson rolls, looks to pass, throws it deep down the field. It is caught
and dropped.
Was that Gavin?
There's no penalty on that.
Yeah, Gavin Watson just in a fade right to the outside.
Yeah, he did put his hand in his face, and as we learned in the Lakota West drive, if he put a hand in their face, that's a penalty.
Gavin Watson got his hands on it. Yeah, lots of contact down there. No flag on the play, so a turnover on downs.
Yeah, kudos to Freddie Johnson on that series. He did a great job running the offense.
He missed the wrong man on that play.
Well, right, but I mean, the ball. It
was a good pass.
The pass
he was under a lot of pressure. He just had to get rid of it.
Right.
Score update. They're just at halftime in Pennsylvania. Cathedral, Erie, Pennsylvania, leads Football North 28-22 as Football North of Canada got a field goal right before half.
Football North of Canada, of course, for those who don't know, they're kind of an all-star team of Canadian football.
And it's nearly picked off.
Numbers that.
Jalen Tinsley had a gift-wrapped interception. They ran a 8-yard hook and a 12-yard hook. The quarterback throws it 20 yards, hits Jalen Tinsley in the hands. The junior knocks it down instead of catching it. That's what he... So 2nd down and 10.
Unless we're part of Spectrum now.
Snap is back. Looks to pass, throws it. It is caught and then dropped by number 11 for Lakota West.
I'll tell you what, they give a gift back. They run a...
Jackson Ford did a good job of defending that Lakota West pass. Unfortunately for the senior wide receiver, he plays for Lakota West.
That's terrible, Brandon. That's just mean. There's no need to say that.
Well, we just made fun of our own player. Let's make fun of one of their players. It's the same thing. Our guy should have caught the ball. Their guy should have caught the ball.
I mean, he was wide open across the middle.
Yeah. And where did it hit him?
It hit him
in the hand.
In stride. I mean, he catches that ball. He's probably still running.
And the gates have opened. It's Lakota East 28, Sycamore 14.
Long count. We get a offside for the Colerain Cardinals.
No, false start against Lakota West is the call.
Okay. The looks like the Colerain nose guard moved, but
yeah,
it must have been drawn offsides.
Must have been. Have you ever drawn a defensive lineman?
Absolutely.
You need a big piece of paper to do it.
Right here.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, you did. Look at that. Got a question in the chat room. Appreciate all of you still following along and listening here as Colerain leads 49-0 in a running clock situation.
3rd down 15.
3rd down and 15. Drops back, looking to pass. Tucks it and runs. Still throws it. It is short of the intended receiver, number 9. It's going to be 4th down and 15 at their own 25-yard line. I don't know how to describe that pass other than to say that it must have slipped coming out of his hand.
They flushed him out, and he had to scramble a little bit, but he had missed a wide open wide receiver by at least 7 yards.
Some of you have asked in the chat room, and let's address it right now. Next week, Colerain will be at home, and by all likelihood, we're going to be playing the St. Xavier Bombers in the first round of the OSHA playoffs. We cannot, for obvious reasons, it's the playoffs. We cannot show video of that game. We encourage you, if you're within the Colerain community, come on out and see that game, because that's going to be a phenomenal football game. There's the punt by Lakota West on 4th down, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the Colerain 22-yard line. So great punt for Lakota West. The Cars will take over 1st down at their own 22. So again, we will not be able to show you live video next week as it is the playoffs, and that is a big no-no for the Ohio High School Athletic Association. And it's not one of those things where we would try and sneak it through, one, because that's the wrong thing to do, and we don't do the wrong things at Colerain.
Yeah, Spectrum pays for the rights.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right. They pay for the rights to any and all games of the entire tournament of all divisions. Now, they will choose which games they want to cover. I have a strong feeling that when they see Colerain St. X on the docket, that's going to be one they choose to cover. So, again, if you're in the Cincinnati area, come to Colerain High School. Come to the game. It's going to be a phenomenal atmosphere, and early indications are from our weather friends in Cincinnati, it may actually be kind of a dry night. There's a handoff. He's got it. He's into the open. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. Now past the 35-yard line, out to the 36. Didn't catch it. I think that was Mason Hill once again. Or excuse me.
Josh Mason.
Josh Mason. Excuse me. I knew there was a Mason in there somewhere. Not Mason Hill. Not the defensive lineman. That would have been impressive. 1st down for the Cardinals. Clock continues to run, up 49-0. I'll tell you what. There's 8 minutes left in the game. If they can run the clock, it's possible they maybe get down, score one more, and maybe this is the last possession for either team this game. Yeah, finish my thought there. Early indications are from our weather folks in Cincinnati is that it actually will be kind of nice next Friday night. Again, we're a week away, so who knows?
Allegedly.
Only a 97% chance of rain.
No.
That's not how the percentages work for weather.
So run on 1st down. It's going to be a 2-yard gain.
They're predicting the area of the coverage that will get hit by rain, not the chance of rain.
2nd down and 8 ball on their own 39-yard line. In at quarterback for the Colerain Cardinals is number 15.
Yeah, Tyler Prather, the sophomore, 6'1", sophomore, pretty good size.
There you go, drops back, hands it off to number 29 again. He's got it, busts it out to the outside. He's into the open. That little dude's quick. He can move. Gets it into the Lakota West territory, all the way down to the 30. It's definitely a 1st down. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like they're going to mark it about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he's fast.
He's fast. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it was Josh Mason again on the carry. He picks up about 25.
I have no idea.
What are you laughing at,
I have
Brian?
no idea.
It's my own joke.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm glad you're happy.
You guys didn't do any JV games with me last year.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's hard for us to be on an inside joke if we weren't on the inside.
It's difficult when you're on the outside of an inside joke. So there's once again, it's another counter, handoff across the middle. Good speed, good push by the Colerain offensive line. Going to pick up 5 yards on the 1st down. So continue to eating up clock here. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. Colerain up 49-0.
Mason has the ball down 13-10 to Fairfield. They have it on the Fairfield 4-yard line, 4th down and 3.
Interesting. I mean, I know it's a big game, right? But it really doesn't matter. Both those teams are in the playoffs.
It doesn't matter who gets set where, though.
That's true. Fairfield doesn't get the win. They're going to fall out of the 2 spot.
Stebbins is trying to get their first win. They lead West Carrollton 20-13 after 3 quarters.
2nd down and 6. Prather still under center.
Takes the ball, hands it off to number 6, Hector Lopez, the senior. Takes it around the edge, and
the captain is tackled for a short loss.
Yeah. Short being the operative word. Hector is big in heart, big in soul, one of our captains. Great story written by Mike Dyer on him and his journey to being a senior captain here at Colerain last week. But he does check in at about 5'5"?
5'4", 125, the senior captain.
You didn't have to say 5'4". You could have just said 5'5".
Don't want to lie to the people.
You got to be honest, Chris. You just said not to be honest.
3rd down and 6.
All we're trying to do is be honest.
Cut him down another inch. 3rd down and 7. Come on, Cardinals. Get the first down. There's a handoff once again. He's got it! Enough for the first down. Hector Lopez and the entire Colerain sideline greets Hector as he picks up enough for the first down.
It's a shame we had to turn off our ambient mic because of the Lakota West parents. The loudest cheer we heard of the night from the Colerain bench was when the senior captain, Lopez, just got around outside on the jet sweep and picked up about 12 yards.
So it'll be a first down for the Cardinals.
They got to get him in the end zone.
Well, I mean, that would be really special. Him, you know. Hamza is not a senior, or he is? He's a junior, right?
Yeah, Hamza's a junior.
Right. All right, well, they're going to keep him in the backfield. First down, 10 for the Cardinals at the Lakota West 30-yard line. Prather under center. Takes the ball, hands it off to Hamza. He's got it, trying to look for some room, unfortunately. Tried to take it in the middle and then bounce it outside, and the Lakota West defense was there, and that is a gigantic man.
Yeah, senior Nathan Martin makes the tackle.
Yeah, is that number 94?
No, 95 is your Stephen Funches.
For show.
That's the kid going to Purdue. Okay.
The kid going for Purdue is still in the game at 6'5", 200 yards.
Missed the past 5 games due to injury. He's
He's
playing on 1 foot.
Yeah, he
has both feet. One just
Let's
hurt.
not exaggerate, Brandon. He clearly has 2 feet.
Wow.
He is playing hurt, you can tell.
Mason, fake field goal, gets the first down to the 1-yard line.
There's a handoff around to number 29. Jason Hill's got it. He's going to take it. He's going to lose a few yards on that play.
Actually picks up 2.
Mason first
and
goal from the 1-yard line with 2 minutes to play.
I can't. I don't understand that. Okay, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. What's the score in the game?
13-10, Fairfield leads, but it's first and goal from the 1 for Mason.
With 2 minutes to go in the game.
With 2 minutes to go in the game.
How in the world does Fairfield let that happen? I cannot understand.
That's why they play the game, Chris.
I understand.
3rd down and 9.
Clock's still running now, approaching 3 minutes left to go in the game. There's a handoff around the side. Let's see if he can get enough for the first down. He's not, but he's going to be awful close. Number 19 on the carry. No flags on the play.
If this game wasn't 49-0, that would be a 15-yard penalty.
He tackled him actually onto the track.
I think, again,
17
that
yards
is a hyperbole.
It was pretty darn close to the track.
But he wasn't on the track.
But yeah, the referee's got to keep the whistle.
No one's...
not complaining about that one.
Just if this was a competitive game, that would be 15 yards.
Yeah, I would think so. So the ball is set now at it's 4th down. The ball is set at the 26-yard line. 4th down and 6. They need 6 yards to keep this drive alive.
All I know is they ran 6 full minutes off the clock.
Prather drops back.
Keep it yourself.
He's going to keep it himself and see if he can pick up a first down. He's going to get down to the 20, and he got it. First down, quarterback keeper. The sophomore has it, and that should do it. With coming up on 2 minutes to go, the Cardinals will probably only have to snap it 2 more times. I can't imagine they'll even run a play. And they're going to hold on to the shutout and beat Lakota West 49-0. This was as dominating a performance as they've had all year. And the game against Mason was dominating. This game was just incredibly impressive.
Mason scores a touchdown.
Oh, there is a pitch back. Look at that. To Hamza Abdul-Wahid, he's going to take it, but the clock is going to continue to run. He's going to lose about 2 yards on the play.
Mason scores a touchdown, but the snap on the extra point is errant.
Oh, my goodness. Errant. That's
but
the word.
They pick it up and throw it in for 2 points.
Oh, my goodness.
Mason leads Fairfield 18-10.
How much time left?
Give me a second.
Minute and a half, maybe?
About a minute and a half.
As I'm guessing. But again, with Jaton McClain, that's all you need. You need about 5 seconds to let that kid get outside. Best tailback in the state.
Second down and 14. They go jet sweep again.
Trying to get him around the edge.
Under a minute to play.
Number 21 on the carry.
And
Tyrus Bradley.
And after exchanging 4 punts each to start the second half,
Moeller and Winton Woods.
Moeller's last punt went over the head of the punter. Winton Woods recovers in the end zone. It's now 21-17 Winton Woods with 8 minutes to play.
So we're going to stay on. We're going to stay on air as soon as this game is over. Maybe try and wrap up a few last thoughts and comments.
Well, you got to go down the field do an interview. Don't
I
you?
do.
All right. Well,
you guys can.
You got to find our player of the game before they get on the bus because it's cold and rainy.
Yeah, that's right. Our player of the game is clearly, I think, you said it earlier.
It could be a bunch of different people, but Jalen Thomas getting his first start of the year has a big quarterback sack and the 103-yard interception result as Colerain takes the knee, and we go final here. Look,
not yet. We got 5 seconds.
But if I keep talking.
3, 2, 1, 000.
Final here from Lakota West High School. It's the Colerain Cardinals defeating the Lakota West Firebirds 49-0.
So with that, we will bid you adieu. We will not stay on the air. We will keep going. But again, by all indications, if scores hold true, you're going to see St. X and Colerain next week. What do you got? You have something right now? As of right now?
As of right now, it is St. X.
As of right now, it is St. X. We will post that probably later tonight or very early tomorrow morning on our Twitter feed. Once we've got that.
As of now, it's St. X, and I don't see any numbers where they could pass anyone else.
So more than likely, very high likelihood, it'll be Colerain versus St. Xavier next week at the Cage. We encourage you to be there. The atmosphere is going to be electric. Colerain completes an undefeated season, and they are not going to share their 19th consecutive GMC championship. For Brian and Brandon Wyatt, along with Mike Rourke, all of us here at WeAreColerain.com, thank you for tuning in and hearing us all season long. We're very appreciative, and we can't wait to be back on the air next week when it's playoff time.